What's going on, everybody? I am Captain RoBear, and this is Saved by the Spell Game of Saving Throws. What is up, my dudes and dudettes?
It's about time we got this thing started. I've been waiting around here forever.
It's all right. I smell like a bucket of chicken.
Started. Oh, you smell good enough to eat.
Let it all waft in. Oh, they say
that's what chicken fat and grease smells like.
They say Broadway Beer Garden. Friday's your slowest day. Everything should be fine. You're at the helm of the kitchen. You let your kitchen manager go. You show up an hour and 40 minutes late to your show. That's how it works. We would have been all right, but we have some very, very loyal customers in the Catholic diocese that happen to visit us quite frequently, and we had to entertain. They showed up very late. One of our regulars became a deacon tonight, so things extended themselves.
Was he the one you gave the road soda to?
The road soda? Yeah.
I actually didn't. Not today. Not to say it hasn't been done before.
Oh my goodness.
Legalities.
Hey, that dice looks good.
You like that, eh?
Yeah.
That would be that's a nighty special.
What?
I like the Radio 20. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Yes.
Look at that brand.
Nice.
All right. Who has some announcements to start off with? Anybody got any announcements?
I love Captain RoBear.
That's
My announcement.
character's still dying.
Cannonball.
Yeah. You're gonna die.
As much do you love
really
Lamb?
love Captain RoBear, or are you just saying that because you see him? I love Captain RoBear.
Anybody got any other announcements?
Endless Chat and I are doing a debate.
Oh no! What are we debating now? Last week it was what?
We didn't actually start it last week.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's supposed to be somebody's
convicted.
acting
Get it off the
career.
ground.
Watch the Blues game or something.
Oh,
God.
Will Smith's acting career, isn't that what it was?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what it was.
We have strong opinions that Will Smith is not a good actor.
Lies,
Right?
lies, all
It's gonna be
lies.
very heated. I'm excited to bring out my old debate skills for this. I've got my legal flow pads. I've got 2 color different pens. Write all the arguments down, and the
Wait, so-
chat is gonna get to vote at the end
So,
of it.
so I can understand the note-taking process. What are the 2 colors for? Him and you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep them separate. I've chosen the format. There's gonna be a cross supply opportunity. It'll be great.
What the
Tell me
hell
you
is a
have to have
cross
2 different
supply?
colors because you don't remember what you said and what he said.
No, it just helps with the notes and follow
And
through.
a 2-person argument.
There's a little color chart above with colored boxes that say me and him.
Because you don't write everything down. It's all shorthand. So you do it so that way.
Strange. It sounds like how I play D&D.
Are you guys catching an echo from her when she talks loud?
Yes.
A little bit, just
All right,
ever
let
so
me
slightly.
turn
Am
my.
I just too loud?
How's that?
Oh, I guess I should talk so we can test it.
Hit it hard.
It's great when she stops talking.
There it goes. I turn the compressor and the noise get up a bit.
So anyway, you guys should come hang out with us. Whatnot. He's a pretty cool dude.
You realize that you're gonna get stream dodged again, right?
You think so? You know what? If he dodges again, I'm gonna do it by myself.
You're
And I'm
gonna
gonna
get.
have like a little stick person, Chad, that I'm gonna argue for.
You're not
Can
going
Randy
to.
be Chad?
The Blues play on
Oh.
Monday. The Blues play on Monday, so yeah, you're gonna get
He
stream dodged.
promised me.
Oh boy.
I'm
Promised me.
here to say that I'm slightly more organized than him because I know I have to work on
I
Monday.
don't know enough about hockey to know that they anticipate this.
Yeah.
He might just have to have the screen at the side. It'll be fine. He'll be slightly distracted.
Yeah. The only reason I know this is because it's literally thousands of dollars difference in my normal week, so it's okay. I wouldn't normally know.
He'll
Mud,
be fine.
you got any announcements?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we're 100 and 76 follows away from 10K. So if you haven't,
Let's
you haven't
go.
followed my channel yet, trying to get there. I got 8 days to do it.
I don't
8
think
or
I'm
9 days to do
following
it.
you.
So let's do that. Oh, guys, and I have a YouTube channel. I don't know if I've told you this, but I do. And you should
You?
follow it. Because I need to get a custom URL, and I'm like 30 subs away from doing that.
Nice.
Do we have a link so that I can go? I
Yeah,
can go
yeah,
up to you.
I totally forgot.
I really
There you go.
wish you had a YouTube channel.
There it is.
Boom, just like that.
It's got
It's like butter.
Nah, I was number 6.
Oh, number 69!
Nice.
I'm screenshotting it. I'm fucking screenshotting it because I'm a fucking child. This is Twitter content. This is fucking
Oh
Twitter
my
content.
god.
Let's go. All right, we'll label that
69.
as Mudcat69.
69 subs. That's all you need. Just please quit subbing. Please no more.
It's over after that, bro. Oh man, what is? Ooh, Google, why you run at 50% right now?
Oh,
It's Chrome.
Because Chrome goes.
Sounds like a jet engine.
Every
Your
browser. dude.
assets taste so good, Captain RoBear. Just keep feeding them to me.
Oh my. Oh my.
You can't stop me. I'm gonna eat them all up.
No. Radio consistently being the grossest person on his Go LXR.
You
Consistently.
win.
These are the voices in my head. Could you imagine what it's like to walk around as me all day? It's disgusting.
Nope.
There we go. He was actually a wiki site.
Oh,
It
dang.
was a wiki site that was taking 40. I don't know what that wiki site was doing. 90. Do you have any announcements?
Yeah, we did a charity stream last night. Raised $1,100 for the Children's Hospital here in Indy. That was a lot of fun.
Oh, I didn't even know it was a local one. That's even cooler.
Yeah, it was for Riley Children's here in Indy. And then so the community was just super generous, which was awesome. And yeah, that's been pretty much it, really. Just kind of been playing some Destiny and kind of spending time with the family, basically. So yeah, nothing really exciting.
And you're not sweating tonight, which is awesome. You actually
Yeah,
have
I got power.
Life
I
is good.
Locked the cat in the laundry room so I can leave the door open so it doesn't freaking yell at me.
You had a cat.
Meow.
Oh god, dude. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Ugh.
So announcements over on this side, you've probably seen. We got some update to the emotes. We got a few things in
Great.
finally from our artist Bromo. So we got new Nat 1s, we got new Nat 20s. We also got some Ember stickers now, so you can leave wonderful and hateful messages as well on the Money 20 and the Shun 1s. We even have we got a hype emote now. We got a hype anchor, and we even got a let's see here. Do we have it? Do we have that ahoy? Yeah. So yeah, we got the ahoy, man. Man, I can't wait. I can't wait when we're not 24 by 24. It'll be great. Then you can.
That looks really good though for 24 by 24. The Ahoy actually looks decent.
It's all you can do.
Yeah.
It's all you can do. So we got some good updates on that side. If you guys were not here for Wednesday, we have made an adjustment to our D20 roll. Because we have so many, we have once again, out of necessity, had to readjust the economy. As far as the game goes now, the only thing that can impact the game are 20s and 1s. We still have the 500,000 roll, and we still have the million roll. They're still the lesser and greater boons. Now we just roll them at those times. Oh, of course, namesake already dropping plenty of money 20s and Shun 1s. Big surprise. Oh yeah, we got a little Saved by the Spell sticker. I wanted them to make something that didn't look like the original Saved by the Spell logo. So we got a little different take there. We got a Neon Regimes one. We got some more, but I'm having a really big problem uploading them at the moment. It seems like I get like 2 stickers a day before it breaks, but we'll eventually get all those in there. Yeah, so 1s and 20s now. So there's no more sliding scale DC, because I would write them down, but now there's so many of them I can't even keep up with them. Like, it's literally impossible. So thanks for growing and being awesome and spending your sparks here, but now it's gonna take nat 20s and
Randy.
1s. Oh, Randy is here for all your nat 1 needs. It's amazing. Yep. Other than that, you guys need to help me out in my weekly. Please retweet this, like, gift, comment, let everybody on the internet know that we're here, because it really, really helps us. Thank you. Other than that, let's get into this game, man. Let's get kicking. I'm ready to roll some dice with my friends. We will pick up where we left off last week. All right. Jesus, dad, for your sins. These fucking gifs, man. We're in like Mixer, like Gifage, like 2.0. Like, now people are really starting to like dig deep and find new ones. Like, I've seen more shit that I've never seen this week.
They keep renaming the gifts too, the good ones.
Good ones keep getting filtered out.
They keep changing the names of them so you can't find them.
Slide that bitch back in.
But the old
Wow.
standard still flies.
Yeah, that one's on.
Oh my god.
That might as well be your gift, Mud. You're definitely a purveyor of spreading that one around. Amazing.
It's the most out of context gift you can find.
Last week, our adventuring party had a slight interrogation with a very, very pudgy greenhorn by the name of Sirach, as you guys were coming off a battle with Serval, large frost giants. After you freed him from his ball gag, you found out that maybe you wanted to put it back into his mouth. As you proceeded to have conversation after conversation that didn't quite lead you anywhere closer to finding out where Artis Cimber is and what exactly the Ring of Winter does. But you guys were kind enough to transport our pudgy little friend back into town and deliver him to Magdrin, someone who conveniently has a few open rooms in her house.
Not anymore.
So just keeps giving them away.
What else? There's a bakery and the mold.
The cidery. Yeah, the winery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The mulled wine, yeah. Right there.
Just keep adding more.
Taking up real estate.
The whole town's gonna move in.
God.
So, he likes putting good people with good people. He still has a heart, even though he's a horny old lizard.
Oh my god.
You guys proceeded
So
to
many things
meet
about that sentence.
to meet back up with Magdrin, have a debate over hot cakes versus biscuits and gravy.
There's no debate.
And you guys actually did a little bit of adventuring inside of Randy's old shop and found it mostly cleared out, except for some amazing paintings. And did you guys, I can't remember, what items did you guys pull?
Oh, I pulled a. Let me look at my equipment list. One of them was a orange liquid that I don't know what it was, but I believe it did 3 some healing stuff.
Yeah, you guys found you guys pulled some potions
ointments.
out. Yes.
I don't know how to say this guy's name. The Keeg tomes. I don't know. Keeg tomes.
No, we debate. It's the keto. It's a keto potion. Like,
Oh,
it's
it's a
fine.
keto ointment.
It's,
Okay.
there's no carbs within that potion.
Perfect. Great. Well, and then I found a potion of greater healing as well.
Carbs.
Didn't you
Zero
have that
carb
little
potion.
piece of
Randy's
paper?
special orange sauce.
Yeah. What about the piece of paper?
Found one
Oh, yeah.
inside the wall.
Yes.
Randy's,
I didn't find
Randy's
it.
letter
I didn't
to,
write the
to-
notes down for it.
Randy's letter.
The one that we burnt up.
Oh, that's
So that way,
right.
Madron.
That's
never
right, I
had to
forgot,
Do you need me
yes.
to read it again?
Yes.
No, we don't have to.
Oh, yeah. The
Why?
Yes, yeah. I was like, man, I don't see that in my notes. I'm like, oh, that's right. I DM'd that to you.
Yeah, that's right. I still have it right here in my DMs.
Yes. And you guys proceed to see some sweet, epic pictures of both Randy on top of a mountain of fawning women, and a actual matching picture from Reginald's like guest house / like
And
potting shed.
Ruby destroyed both of them.
You guys were able to make your way back and eventually have a conversation with several folks inside your favorite bar in all in all of Brin, Shander, Calvin's Calm, the Flying J / Cracker Barrel of the North, where Ruby ended up having a very intimate conversation with Sir Barrick upon learning that apparently there's another giant disturbance within the realm, that a small town of Golden Fields has been under siege by giants. This time, hill giants. Proceeded to have a conversation that delved into the depths of what happens to a town after it's raided with giants. And the rest of the party came to the conclusion there might be a chance to reconvene and literally cut off an old friend, an old enemy in the Goblin King, as Hister slid over one of those ebony scimitars to Chikios as they made a pact to kill the Goblin King that slayed Valis. We will pick up inside that barn. If you guys would like, we can go ahead and skip that evening and go right past a long rest if you wish to, and go into the morning. We can start however you would like.
Ruby wants to actually ask Morcrum some questions. I feel like
Alright.
I don't remember if I did it or not. We're going to.
No, I don't think there was any conversations with Markham. I think
Yeah.
we're all with Sir Barrick. Does anybody else want to remain awake, or you can tell me now if you guys still want to remain in the bar scene?
I'm sleeping.
I will also.
You were
turn into the
actually-
night.
I slept through most of the episode last.
You were actually still asleep at Magdrin's. You're not there.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
That's where we left you. You passed at it with the mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
All right.
You actually went out like Thanksgiving style.
Need to
That's how
find
we
to
rolled
bring
it.
you back.
Oh god.
Yeah, we didn't want to
Talk,
speak
I'm
for you.
still sleeping.
I have one question. What time is it, and what's Chikios doing?
Well,
Oh man.
Well, I mean, before you gave me the ebony blade, well, I guess I still am. Like, remember, I drank a lot when I was the yak, and then I changed back into human form. I've kind of been roasted for a while.
And I pulled you over at Emery pulled Chikios over and showed him the ledger as well.
Yeah, I have seen the ledger. We also made a pact. We crossed arms and drank. We had a moment.
Let me ask a question. Is it too late for the armor to be open right now? Okay.
We'll
He's
go
drunkenly
bright
working
and
in
early
his
the
shop.
morning.
Hey,
We
you never
have all
know.
those giant
The guy's a Boy
axes
Scout.
and whatnot that we need to get rid of.
I don't know. Maybe they are. Beats me.
And
I don't.
you need
I don't live
armor.
here.
That's right.
I don't live
you
here.
know?
His store, your armor's still broken, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why I wanted to come back to town, as I wanted to get my.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm trying to figure out if I'm drinking along with Chikios after a little pact. And you know what? I'm just gonna go with that. If Chikios is out, I'm out with him.
No, I'm still drinking.
Then I'm still drinking along with you.
I heard this nickname once. They're called an exorcist, that they don't leave a party until all the spirits are gone.
Oh God.
I'm definitely an exorcist, no doubt. No doubt.
Amen to that.
I'll take that. I'll wear that badge.
So I'm bellied up at the bar with my buddy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go to sleep.
You just came off of shitting yourself too.
Yeah. Oh, I've also got dirty underwear and I'm sitting on a giant's head. So you know this doesn't get much better for
God,
me.
I forgot you were on the
Real
giant's
nasty.
head.
After being a gross old lizard.
God, for name's sake, those are the best. I love it. There you go. All right. Do as you please.
Is Morkram up at the bar where we left him after talking with Sir Beric?
Sounds perfectly plausible to me that he's still there.
Cool. Let's go with that. So Ruby walks up, kind of pulls the bar stool out next to Markham and sits down. Do you remember when we first met? All the way back before all of this and the fighting and the sheriff's badges and everything.
I do.
I came to you with something. I was very good not to open it beforehand, but I'm still thinking about it. I really I need to know what's inside the box. I did as was asked, and I thought you told me, and I'm remembering, so what's inside the box? This has like been eating at me this entire time. This is all I've been thinking about. We haven't had much downtime, but it feels like 12 episodes ago. Circling back.
Markham looks back at you and he just cracks a smile. Firebrand. 3 more whiskeys, please. Firebrand kind of looks over at him as he always does. Whether it's tragedy or good times, Firebrand always seems to think that he's winning. It doesn't change in his mind as he pours a couple of those famously cheap fireball style shots, and you can only think of, man, I just really wish that I could get Tennessee Fire or any other possible brand. Hey, that was a good sound effect you just dropped there. As those 2 shots are poured, as they slide over, and Markham passes you one of the shots, and he slams the first one before he even cheers you, and then grabs the second one and looks you directly in the eye as he raises that glass, and he pulls a small locket out of his pocket, and he flips it open, and he shows you a picture of Maloric, Seville, and Markham, much, much, much younger, in a town much, much warmer. As you can see a very rudimentary, like, tin style picture. Think Branson, those old time photos, minus the coonskin caps. And that locket, it's square in nature and very steampunk looking on the outside, kind of bronze and silverish. And he just shows you that picture, and they all have a different kind of pose. You can see that Maloric is laughing intensely, and for the first time you actually see a picture of Seville, his brother, and him and Markham have a arm over each shoulder, and you can see that apparently they've just been lifetime drinking buddies that have drifted away over time. And as he shows you that locket, a single tear rolls down his face, and he cheers your glass and takes his shot.
You are all friends together.
What?
What happened? Why did he leave?
Work. We grew up. Things change. I went north for work. Sevilla. He was always a wanderer. I like to travel. It's hard when someone has wanderlust in a world like we live in. You don't have magic means to keep up with each other. Forget 2 weeks ago you should have said a pigeon. You don't have one today. You wake up, you think you'll write that note. You don't. Oh, I don't have any ink. Maybe I don't have parchment. I'll do it tomorrow. And then it's next year. And then 2 years. And then you're drunk at the holidays and you miss your family. And you think about them and you go, tomorrow I will write and send that pigeon. And you don't. That is how. Everyone has to make their way in this world, and we can't all be in the same place. So this is a keepsake of younger times, times that were simpler. And I thank you. It gives me perspective. And maybe the next time that I look at this locket, I'll pick up that pin and I'll get that piece of paper and send that pigeon. His head down, kind of looks into his ale.
You know, when I left home, never looked back. I figured when I'm done traveling, I'll go back and I'll see them all again. And
It's good.
I
It's
haven't
good.
sent my family anything. I don't know where they are. I assume back home. I don't have anything of theirs.
Don't make the same mistake that I did, Ruby. Looks over and puts a hand over on your shoulder. You're young. Plenty of time. But not
I'll
infinite
send them a
time.
letter in the morning. I think I could do that.
Do it.
Thank you, thank you for sharing this with me.
You're welcome, Ruby. He gives you a
don't-
hug.
I don't mean to pry. You're also friends with Alric?
Hi. We all grew up together.
What happened to him?
Spent most of his life behind a bar, next to a friar. He's late to everything.
Mm-hmm.
Works too much, works all the weekends. Your friends all come in town for holidays. What do? They go to Malaric's bar. Malaric has to work. Malaric gets to see his friends for minutes. It's a part of being an owner. He takes pride in his institution. So he is there. He is the heart and soul What is the institution without Maloric? So, that means we don't get to see Maloric that much. That would mean I would have to go to Nightstone. We all work too much. We make excuses not to see each other. And then we talk. We talk when bad things happen. Because regret motivates people, Ruby. It's fear. Men fear. And regret stirs that fear. Takes another sip of his ale. Don't regret. Don't want to be an old man in his dotage, like the rest of us, looking at lockets. Kind of turns.
At least you have it, locket now.
And I thank you. It would give me perspective. And maybe I will live tomorrow without regrets. But until then, we have a city that needs to be secured. And I will think about myself later.
You're right. Well, I know I have a lot we have to get ready for, so thank you, but I'll leave you for tonight.
It's good to see you, Ruby.
And Ruby heads upstairs and go to sleep.
Amber, you haven't said, are you still down at the bar as well?
I have gone to bed, but I'm not really in bed. I'm looking at that ledger, kind of seething about the Goblin King. And just trying to read it over for any more clues I could get out of it.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
22.
22. All right. As you scan over the note, just reading over the words over and over again. And can you give me a refresher? Which one is this? Which note is this?
This is the ledger that Reginald had that was to the Goblin King for the potions.
Okay, this
I'm
is
just
the
like
potion ledger.
reading it for any hidden insight I might get out of it.
Okay, just wanna
Something I
make sure
missed, maybe.
As you look over it, nothing seems to jump out at you that makes any sense. You know, two plus two doesn't mean that the Goblin King caused 9/11. You can't figure it out. There's nothing. There's there doesn't seem to be any other pieces to the puzzle other than just the fact that it's a ledger for potions due. But it looks significant. You can tell that, you know, most of all, that they're still operating.
And I think I reading it, I know that there's nothing, their evil mastermind plot is not written on the back or something, next to a coffee stain. But, just in my head, I'm kind of obsessed with it, and just still very intently, like, trying to decipher something that's not even there, maybe. Just like kind of seething about the not only like the money that I was ripped off, but how the events unfolded, and still just kind of my part and everything, and still just kind of like upset with myself, but upset with the Goblin King and the whole thing. Just pissed at this piece of paper.
I need everyone except for Mudcat to take their headset off.
Secrets.
While you're laying there, Emery,
Mm-hmm.
course over old memories. You think back, what could I have done differently that's led us to this point? I want you to roll a history check.
Okay. 15.
15. You go back into a moment in your head where you negotiated directly with that Goblin King. You can remember looking inside the room, and you feel disgusted now, understanding that that same room was a room that you were trapped in, behind bars, as you falsified your own plot after they raided the city. I want you to roll a perception check.
13.
13. There was a lot of faces and people inside that room, but nothing seems to stick out other than just the regret of you being there and making that deal with them. Anything else for you up inside the room?
I think I'm just gonna, just keep thinking on that, and eventually drift off.
All right, Nightcock. Still, have you woken
Yeah.
up and gotten cold leftovers yet?
Yeah, so I'm where you guys like left me on the floor. So I'm just gonna imagine I was left on the floor.
No, you're in a recliner, man. You're good.
Oh, am I in a recliner? Okay.
Yeah, you're in a recliner over
So
there.
I'm in a recliner, right? And I'm looking, like, my head's kind of to the left, and I like look over a little bit, and I like feel this like just mushy stuff right here, and I like start looking, and I look, and there's like a bowl of mashed potatoes, and it started to dry up, and
The pillow.
mashed potato pillow, and I out of the corner of my, like, just I see like this like something kind of moving, and I hear like this knocking noise, and I kind of get up from my chair, kind of just struggle, walk over, and I see this like rolled up piece of paper kind of like hitting against this part of the wall, and I like take it out and I open it up. It's kind of rolled up, and like, somebody would have hit somebody with it, and I'm unrolling it, and it's an oil painting of Randy, and he's got his pipe, and he's got that, can we get that smug Randy look, and he's got a wooden pickle in one hand, and it's like an advertisement, almost like an oil painting advertisement for like Randy's wooden pickles, and I'm just kind of like looking at it like, this is weird, like, I wonder why they didn't take this with them. So I roll it back up, and I'm like, this would be great for Ruby, and so I take it and stick it in my bag, and
Hey, Mr. Cock, Mr. Cock, and you look over, and there's actually there's Sirach. He's in the kitchen, just his boxer briefs and his tank top. He's still wearing his trapper hat over it, and he's poured himself a glass of water. Good to see you're a light sleeper too.
Oh man, what do you? Oh, go ahead.
I'll make that 2 warm milks then. Okay. So he goes over and he starts to make a warm milk and honey for you. This is what my mom always used to give me when I had trouble sleeping.
Oh man. And I look over to Sirach and I'm like, hey, you wouldn't happen to have like a towel or rag or something? I got dried up mashed potatoes on my face.
Yeah. And he already acquainted with the kitchen, gets you the rag hanging over near where the oven's at, and he tosses. Oh yeah, he actually comes in to like try to like kind of like dab it off your face. He goes, yeah, that's kind of awkward, and he hands it. Sorry.
All right, so I
lick it off your face.
yeah, God. So I take that rag and I'm just getting the mashed potatoes off my face and looking over at that glass of. You said it was like honey milk or what was it?
Yeah, warm milk and honey, man. He's got a kettle over on the stove top.
I just look at him and I'm like, hey, I'm kind of partially lactose intolerant. Do you got anything else? Got anything maybe a little bit harder possibly?
Well, don't take this the wrong way, Mr. Caulk, but when I was growing up, my mom would give me just a little pinch of nightshade. Not too much, just enough. Just enough to let the dreams roll in. And he reaches over and he pulls out a small little dauber and he pours a glass of water. Just that will certainly do it. That will do the trick. I mean, this is equivalent of giving your kid Benadryl.
Oh God.
Is it though? Nightshade?
Oh no.
No, yeah, it is. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean,
Emery puts it in all his drinks. It's all fine.
yeah, it really helps shut the nervous system down when you're trying to think too much, And
Yeah, your nervous system when that part's thinking.
And Mr. Caulk, sometimes I got too much running through my brain at night thinking about biscuits versus hotcakes and what are we gonna do to reinvent the Cinnabon? Really?
All right. At this point, Nightcock's looking like I just got this really weird feeling, and I'm just like, I don't even know if I trust what this guy just poured in this glass. So this whole time when he's talking to me, I'm like slowly like inching my way back to the door. And has he noticed yet? So I'm,
you sure you don't want that a little bit of nightshade, right?
Sure. Can I get it to go? Can I get a to-go cup possibly?
No, come here. We'll don't worry. I'll show you. We'll both do. I'll do. It's kind of risky, Might sleep for 8 hours if I do milk and nightshade. And he goes, and he actually drinks half the glass and hands it over to you. Here you go, Mr. Caulk.
Oh, dude. Do I want to take this? Screw it. And I take the rest and chug it.
You chug
take the rest and chug it?
Yeah. Didn't he say he drank half of it?
Yeah, both in half.
Yeah.
And,
Oh boy.
man, well, I understand your bowels aren't going to be able to handle it, but this milk and honey sure is delicious. Maybe I'm lactose intolerant there, Mr. Nightcock.
Could be.
And as it flashes forward, both of you are snoring within 5 minutes inside Magdren's living room. And she
Snuggled?
has not snuggled. They're like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, but both of them are drooling, leaned over in the same direction. You guys both have those blankets. They're about a foot too short. That are always on couches.
Yes.
So
Slightly itchy blankets.
yeah.
Problems.
They're so warm, but you really need two, and you have to choose whether your feet are covered or whether the upper half of your body's covered. But it's okay. You pass out, and you don't even hear the obnoxious grandfather clock that goes off inside of her living room or the crinkle of the plastic over the couch that you're on.
All right.
As you guys both find yourself slowly going to sleep. Well, this was inevitable. Hister, we're a few of the last two people inside the bar.
Bunch of exorcists there.
we have hit exorcist level as we are sitting. Not even. No, you place us. You can place us where you want to put it.
I figured we're still at the bar, sitting side by side. You in a stool, me on a giant's head.
We could be at a table. You never know. But yeah, it's still us. And like at this point, every time we interact with Firebrand has lost the function of speech. Firebrand can still respond and do things. But it's no longer audible.
just noticing the situation and drinking with my friend, I'm gonna look at Firebrand and say, "Hey, brother, I've tended your bar before. It's just me and my friend Chiquios. Go to bed. This thing will be fine. I'm not gonna drink you out of house and home."
As you look up, he's actually asleep, leaning so slowly forward on the bar.
Chiquios.
What do you?
How long do you think he's been asleep?
Considering the fog in his brain, years, sister, years. He has been asleep at the wheel.
I wouldn't deny that in the slightest, my friend. I wouldn't deny that in the slightest. I gotta ask you something.
Yes, you start.
When I threw you in the portal, I kind of resolved myself to something. And I know you and I never got a chance to talk about this, but the whole reason I've been on the road is I've been looking for my son. And as I resign myself to Yancy Ben, I'm gonna pull out my sword and I'm gonna lay it on the bar. I'm gonna show him the side that I scratched on. I wanted one of you guys to find this. And the longer I live, the longer that I'm around, the longer I don't find him, it weighs on me every night. And I'm going to point out the fact that on the part of the sword just above the sword guard, it's scratched Dominus. He's my eldest. And I didn't do him right. I've got a lot of regrets in my life. I've killed a lot of people, but I never made it right with him. And I've been on this road trying to find him since he's left home. Shacking up with these guys and going on adventures. This is all superfluous fun of an old lizard. But I really need to find my boy. I need you, my friend, to do me a favor. If I fall in battle and I don't come back, I need you to take my sword and give it to Dominus.
Sister, you don't really have 17 children, do you?
No, I've got 4.
That's because, sorry, I knew your dragon dick could not function in most times that I have met you. I've been thinking over the possibilities in my head.
What,
None
you
of
thought
them,
the Feywild is the only place you could have a little fun, my friend?
no, it's I will not talk about your member anymore. Serious conversation. I will help you find your son.
I just make sure that. Oh, I noticed when you brought Ruby back, you had to break your crown. And I don't know if that can happen for you again. I don't know if you can bring someone back like you brought her back. And if I die and I can't come back, I just want my eldest to have our family sword. So he knows at least his family stands behind him.
I understand your doubts. Not quite sure either. What would happen if I try to cast a spell again? I can honor that.
Thank you. I knew you would, my friend. That's why, by Bahamut's name, I love this man. Or Satyr, or whatever the hell you are. I'm going to reach over. I'm going to try and give you a big old kiss on the cheek. I want to see how drunk I am. So what am I rolling for?
Totally. Constitution saving throw with disadvantage.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is that's a 9.
Oh yeah, give me a big old sloppy bro kiss. Chico smells. Yes, this is why there is no way you could have 17 kids.
Easy there, yak tongue.
He chuckles. What else in your life have you been drumming up? His daughter?
Drumming up? Ah, I figure with my age, I don't have too much left. This is my last hurrah.
You're just not your last hurrah. You live for a long time too.
We'll see.
You want to live the life of a short human. You've been trying to die on the field for years. And now you have to figure out how to live off of it too. She goes, slides him another little bit of what's left in the wineskin. You will have to find out what you want to live for off of the field now, too. And your son, Dominus, is a good place to start.
I hope. Now that I got this beard, I'm feeling a little bit older. But
It is good. It looks good. It does not.
it's kinda,
It does not at all make you look like lizard turkey. That is not what came to my mind at all when I see you.
what? Are you wait, you saying I look like a lizard turkey?
No, not at all. You do not look like lizard turkey. It was not the first thing that came to my mind.
Then what is?
Ball
Lizard
sack.
turkey.
Ball sack.
No!
Oh God.
You son of a bitch!
Ball sack.
Mine are yours. You're older than I am, right? You're older.
I am much younger in appearance than you, and will remain much younger in appearance for the rest of my life. My skin actually gets smoother, and actually I make myself appear even younger. I totally go from like late 30s look to like 22, and I just wink over at you.
So hot.
You were my friend. I hate you.
This is okay. Parlor tricks are good times, and I drop down into my my full satyr form. My haunches are out, and I can be disgusting too, but I still look as awesome and smooth skinned as before. I just now my horns are out, and my furry haunches are there, and my hooves.
You also don't have a poopy butt like his store right now.
Nope.
Oh God.
I am dingleberry free. I have mage hand.
I guess I should probably find a horse trough somewhere around here before I try and go to sleep. Do I really smell that bad?
I am beyond the point of caring what it smells like in this town. For the most part, things are frozen, and that is good. Otherwise, this town would be one giant thawing turd. And as I look around to see if I offend anyone, and there's actually only one other customer at this point. Markham has even left the bar. There's just David, not the gnome. Just our halfling buddy. And he is face down in the bowl of complimentary peanuts. And you can see that he's still breathing because you can see the shells on the top gently quivering from his nostrils.
Well, you got any more of that magic smoke?
I don't think we have ever partook together of magic smoke.
you think so, but remember when we all got back together, we had that wacky shit that made me see a lizard. No, it was a toad. It's a big toad by what the hell was?
Oh yes, Dr. Totemus.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got any of that left before we call it a night?
I think we can arrange this. As he pulls out some of Dr. Totemus's finest blend and loads a very, very long wizard pipe as you guys proceed to puff pass until you make your way all the way back up into your rooms and pass out for the night. Everyone go ahead and mark themselves for a long rest. Guys, crest into the morning. Everybody rising up at first dawn at another rebuilding day in Brin Shander. As you can hear boards being tacked up and general construction. And the sound of not so cheeky Oshiaks.
Okay. Ruby is always the first one up, so she goes around knocking on all the doors. All right. Got to get going. We're going to go visit the blacksmith, and then we are going to get any other necessary supplies, and then we are going to the golden field. So get up.
Shut the fuck up.
Like the day to kill the Goblin King if we find him. Oh, damn.
He's gonna roll out of bed.
Aren't you a charmer?
He's gonna
in
get
the
up like
morning?
without using his arms, like sit up and like sling his body up, and then instead of standing up, you know how you just like sometimes you just fall out of bed because you gotta get up. You can't force yourself to actually use your legs. So I'm just gonna fall out of bed onto my knees, and then just kind of worm my way towards the door. Just knees and face
Well, that'll work.
towards the bathroom, and then I'm gonna take a piss that goes on for entirely too long.
Emery's got one of the small singles, so he can do like all this weird shit that he's totally into that like you don't need to worry about with a roommate at all. It's like, like the joys of making coffee butt ass naked. This is
Right.
This is just Emery's routine.
So worms to the bathroom and takes an absurdly long piss. But I have to like climb up the toilet to like, to be able to go. Like climb up it because I'm too tired. Yeah, it's like because I'm on the ground. It's like one arm after the other to like, drag myself up
At
to a
this
standing
point,
position.
I've made myself to the hallway because I know this is fucking Ruby's routine. I've grown used to this early riser bullshit that she subscribes to. This youthful, wistful, like, let's go on a tour today. Let's go monument walking. And I'm like, I'd really like to meet up at the pub when you guys are done looking at the history that I can watch on TV or on the internet. And
You guys want to see a giant Lincoln? Let's see a giant Lincoln.
he sort of looks and goes, is Nightcock still back at Magdren's? We
Oh
Ooh.
shit! Hold on. I'm gonna try and use my earpiece because I don't know. I think I can.
it's a small town, bro. They're not far.
Nightcock, are you awake? Nightcock, hello, come in. Over.
And I'm like sitting there, and like I hear like this like static like and I can kind of hear Hister's voice, and I'm like starting to realize like I'm starting to wake up, and I'm like shivering, and I'm like looking around, and the blanket that I had has been stolen by Numbnuts, and he's over here with the thumb in his mouth, kind of in the fetal position, stole both blankets. He's just passed out, and I'm gonna
He kind of looks blue too. It's disturbing. Like it's
Okay.
like he's a little pale. He's a little pale.
I'm hearing this while I'm like relieving myself. I got this in the ear. I'm overhearing the conversation.
Can you guys like give me a minute? Like, is this necessary? Do you have to like? Is it right now?
Emery, are you taking a piss?
Yeah, of course I am. I just woke up.
Turn your fucking comms off. Jesus Christ. Nightcock, wake up.
Sometimes it's just natural.
History, you're the one to talk. You took multiple shits with your intercom on just hours ago. I heard everything. We all heard everything.
You didn't hear anything. Shut up.
No.
No, we totally heard it.
No, you need cleanse. We need to also go to fruit market.
Yeah, you could totally go with the juice cleanse.
Jesus. All right, Nightcock, if you can hear me, meet us at the armory, and then I want to find someplace to take a bath.
And then we're gonna go to the doctor because your intestines are all fucked up.
Yes. Oh, this smells like potted meat. I can smell it from here.
What? I can smell it through the earpiece.
What's the badger's name again? What was Magdren's
Ziggy.
badger's name? Ziggy. And I'm like,
Hey, Hister, I thought that was Ziggy growling near my ear. That was you taking a shit last night. That was kind of weird, man. Sorry.
It's
Some
Ziggy.
bad food in this town.
When you say Ziggy, he just barrel rolls and just does a cannonball into your leg. And just climbs up. This slowly begins to wake up Sirach. Oh
God, damn it.
Mr. Nightcock, I don't feel so well. I think Nightshade was a bad decision, even for the amount of blood that I have inside my pudgy body. Oh.
And I'm gonna look over, and there's like this like little like mini bucket, and I'm gonna grab that towel that I washed, wipe the mashed potatoes off my face, and I'm gonna take it over and just kind of set it next to him.
Oh.
And just say like, "You'll be fine, buddy," and then I'm gonna like slowly keep backing out the door.
Mr. Nightcock, I can't feel my toes.
They'll regain function at some point. All right, they will.
Are you sure about
You already
that?
stole both the blankets, so you should be good.
I'm
He dying?
I'm not a medic.
all right. All right, if you say so, Mr. Cock, Mr. Nightcock. This is moaning. All right. So you try to tiptoe your way outside of the house. I need you to roll a stealth check to see if you can get past fucking Magdrin.
All right. 26. Let's go.
26. I think
It was a nat 20, but still, yeah. I guess
no,
20.
it's a nat 20.
Go with the nat.
Yeah, nat 20.
No,
yeah.
nat 20. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
fucking through.
I have a +6 still, so.
Nat 20 trumps everything.
Yeah, I
You
know.
literally scoot by. Let's see those nat 20s in the chat. Come on, baby, drop them. As you make your way by while Magdrin's like watering her like succulents up by the window, like the aloe vera plant, you're able to just sneak through that son of a bitch and out the front door and make your way to Calvin's Comfort with the rest of the group.
I feel bad. I kind of left Sirach kind of just there to fend for himself.
He's fine. He offered you the
be
night
good.
shift. Think if he drank the whole thing himself. Could have
That's
been way
true.
worse.
That's true.
Could have been way worse. All right. We're going to have everybody meet up back at the same point at Calvin's Comfort. I'll let you guys all take a bathroom break and a refreshment break.
Okay.
Go ahead and bounce, Cap. I got these fools.
You got these fools? Okay, cool.
I got this wonderful community. So what do you think of D&D
reload.
so far tonight? Do you think
unexpected starts? Lot of unexpected story.
So question is, do you think tonight we're going to be mostly RP? We're going to get into some battle here shortly, or things go crazy? I don't know. Somebody want to put a poll up to see where we're going from here? Go do your thing, Cap. I'm gonna talk to the community.
I like hearing it too.
I love where this episode went tonight, and this is one of the things I love about this crew on Friday night is you never know exactly what's going to happen because all of us have such an affinity for each one of our characters that Demon Wolf Hister finds April. Oh no. I'm gonna plant that out there because I know Captain can hear it, and if the rolls happen, who knows? Maybe in between the armor and leaving town, she'll pop up again. You never know where a paternity case might pop up on Hister. So interesting canon tonight that Hister only has 4 kids. Huh? Instead of the 17 that was rumored to be out there, one of them possibly a Loxodon, depending if you've watched the one shot. 17, 19, 18. It number changes all the time. Lies, all lies. What is the elephant dragon? Dude. Oh, the poll is up. Yes. Oh my God, Lugnut, dude, that gif is hot. Where are we gonna be tonight? Where are we gonna be tonight? That's the question. Where will this crew land? That's the one thing about what happens here is it can go a million different directions because we still have the armor to stop by. And, you know, Ruby alluded to something else. Maybe she's got something else. Maybe Mutt's got something else. You never know. Maybe Nightcock wants to go back to see, oh God, what do we call her? The old lady with her boys. Pterodactyl baby mama. Combat on the road. That's entirely a possibility because before we were walking the road and the sky giant came down and gave us a transport a good distance of the way until we had the air cultists drop in on us. Man, don't worry about the feels. That's all in the storytelling. Goonies mom. Yes, but I thought we had a name for her. We just called her Goonies mom, didn't we? And her 2 boys. Which ever since that episode, I've started going, yeah. Doesn't get on anyone's nerves at all. Well, here's the thing, Lo. the feels are real because we all love each one of our characters, but being in Captain RoBear's universe means at any given time, one of them can die. I mean, I'm celebrating the fact that Hister still has an arm because of a community role that happened in our last battle. There, I chopped off one of the giant's arms. The other giant, when he saw me kill his friend, came after me. And if it wasn't for a community role, Hister would not be swinging his sword arm. He would be Jaime Lannister. So that's on you guys. I mean, that's the power of those roles that you guys have. So don't for a second think those are shorted by any means.
Yeah. Fun side note. I have been waiting for somebody to ask me what was in the box this entire time.
Don't worry, I remember.
I never decided what was on the box. I was going to make my. That was 100% improv.
I kind of love that. That's great storytelling.
Insane.
No idea. I said I would come up with what the box was whenever I was asked what was in the box.
Let's
That
go.
was
I've
really
been-
impressive.
I've been waiting for it because it was like my fun little challenge moment. I'm like, oh, here it is. Fuck. I got. Okay. Well, what's in the box? What is in the box?
Dude, you rocked it then. That's insane.
Set the tone. Fun little internal challenges. Fun little internal
If you went-
challenges.
If you just decided to go full severed head.
That would have smelled. I
If
feel
you
like
were
we
just in a
would've
mood
noticed that.
tonight, you know, and you're just like, hey, fuck it. It's the severed head of a person that we killed together once.
I was
It's like a
passing
memento.
around a mummified shrunken head.
Yeah. It's like a murder they got away with, like their dark secret.
Well, community has spoken in the votes. We'll see where it goes. Thank you for putting that up, Ivan.
All right. Everybody has met back up on the front porch rockers of Calvin's Comfort.
All right. Are we ready to go to the armory?
Yeah, let me get this armor fixed up so that it can be back in tip-top shape. Hate to go down on you again. Wait, that came out wrong.
Yep, that did. That did. I'm going to erase that from my mind and not talk to you for a little bit.
Let's just go to the blacksmith.
Oh yeah. I'll walk with you guys, but then I gotta go pick up that shit I bought yesterday.
What shit did you buy yesterday?
I bought the brewery stuff from the lady.
For
from the Mold Wine lady.
God's sake. We already know it's at Magdren's.
Listen,
It's not gonna.
it's bought and paid for. It's at the Mold Wine stand. I gotta go pick it up.
You want to carry it around? Because I don't think Chiquios wants to be a yak again right now.
Chiquios
Listen,
looks.
I'll
Nah.
let me let me borrow that bag. Let me borrow that bag. I'm gonna ask for the bag of holding from you.
No.
Come on.
What will you give me for it?
What will I give you for it? What do you want?
What do you have?
I don't have anything except for this keychain. Oh,
I'll take it.
but it's kind of important to me.
Why? What does it mean?
It's from a friend.
You have a friend?
Yes, I have a friend.
Who is it?
You guys aren't the only people I know.
Mm-hmm.
Emery, don't listen to her. It is community bag. I have leftover cheese in that bag from last party. By the way, open bag, Ruby. I want to see. And I'm
She
going.
throws Chiquios' cheese and she throws.
Oh no, we're rolling
Emery
on
the
this.
bag.
We're rolling on that cheese. We're rolling on that cheese. I know, shocking. Rather intoxicated when I put cheese in there. I just got done being bull. Let's see what this comes in at. Oh yeah, it is like a double cream brie, but it's not supposed to be. That's the problem. that's distinctly the problem. Oh,
Definitely a cheddar.
Obi-Wan Kenobi almost fucked me. So close. So close. Good call on that. As I take it, it is more like Stilton now. Oh, it is runny. It is. Not to everyone else. That is not a bag of colding or preservation. Items do.
Oh, it's not refrigerated.
You all right there, my friend? That's I don't think that bag is a cheese cave. You probably be best to spit whatever else you have left in your mouth out so you don't vomit.
I drop that. I drop the rest of that cheese in. It just goes into the into the melt. Look at that D20. Get those D20s. This shit.
Oh.
Yes. Better go to help us with some random NPC.
I go. Hold on. It's. As I reach back in, I put more things in bag. And I reach back inside the bag, and I'm gonna fucking roll on it thanks to that interactive. We'll see what Cheeky has put in there for the group. Let's get that treasure table up. All right. Well, I pulled that up. Anybody else doing anything else?
Here, let me see. I haven't emptied this out in forever.
Do you know what's in that thing?
Do you know what's
No
there?
idea.
Yeah.
I have a list.
Oh yeah.
Like mom's purse.
What would you like to know?
What do we have?
There is a block of cheese, a cooked chicken, a frying pan, an iron pot, bullseye lantern, 2 flasks of oil, a set of cooking utensils, a jar of cloves, jar of
Wait, a jar of
saffron,
Cloves?
jar of
Cloves.
cloves.
Oh, I was like clothes.
Like
Is that how you
cigarettes.
pack
Like
your
clove
clothes?
cigarettes.
Cut up rags,
Hey,
clothes.
I am reading exactly as it was given to me in DMs.
We
A
got
dented silver jug.
A jar
Cracked.
of like Jerem Blacks in there.
Hey, you know what? If I run across it, I'll let you know. Cracked hourglass, suit of chainmail size for a dwarven helmet, a leather bag, some gemstones.
We have so much shit in here
I
that
know, I'm like, what the hell?
It's a bag of holding for a reason. 6 scimitars,
Get rid
and
of some of
I've
this.
just collected so many scimitars.
Just imagine pulling all this shit out of this bag.
that's all we have in addition to the 2000. We have a shit ton of gold.
Didn't we
Is-
also put in like the giant frost axes, the 2 giant helmets as well?
Yes.
Is the second wooden pickle in that bag?
Ooh,
Is
that's
that
your
on
question.
Ruby? Does Ruby still have it?
Those are questions for y'all to answer. I don't know.
Are you
Had-
holding on to
I
it?
had put it in the bag at one point.
I don't know if it's in the bag or not. That's a Ruby question.
Ruby reaches in to get it.
Why? That gave me.
Hey, this
It's the
is
only thing that she put in that bag. She's gonna find it again.
perfect. Then we're gonna say that shit's there then.
Yep, good. Ruby reaches in, grabs it.
Oh, what are you gonna do with that thing? You looking for a good time?
Oh god.
Excuse me?
You sounded a little bit like Randy when you said that. What's going on?
Right
with you,
for
Emery?
it. I just figured you were going after it for a reason.
There are.
Hey, listen, asshole. Maybe she's got sentimental value over that thing. Not that you know anything about
she knows
sentiment.
that was
all
made by-
not good sounding. You
You know that was made by Randy, right?
listen. Reginald did some stuff that makes it useful for all of us.
Sure.
You should know.
Oh no, I know, and I'm gonna pull out my shorter girthier wooden pickle.
You have it? Those don't belong to you.
Oh, this is the one you threw to me. It saved my life. We're
Yes.
bonded now, me and this pickle.
Bonded.
Fine, you can keep it.
Hey, Ruby, if he's so bonded to it, why don't you give him the sheep hide that you had that that came with it?
As I'm holding out the pickle, in flashback in through my mind, all I hear is, yes, it was a real girthy bastard. It took 6 artisans 3 years to craft.
This time when they have the pickles out, then I think back to that oil painting I found, and I pull it out and I open it up and kind of show it to him, and just kind of looking at it and looking at both the wooden pickles, and I'm like, which one do you guys think it looks like? Do you think that one of those wooden pickles could be in this painting here? And then I kind of like hand the painting over to Ruby.
What is this hideous thing that you have found?
I thought it might have been something that you'd either know how to dispose of it or keep it. I figured you'd be the person in the group that would could make that decision.
We should definitely burn it. Ruby looks at it for a second and looks for an artist's signature on there. Is there? I mean, I assume oil painting. A lot of effort.
Investigation check.
Okay. I want to know who's responsible.
Who's painting these?
Who's painting these? That is a 15. Jeez, I rolled this giant red one and like took out all my other dice in my box.
And it's strange because at first you look at it and you go, "Is that infernal?" It doesn't even look like a language. And you turn it upside down and you can see it's wrote very eccentric, but it says Dante Alfonso.
I was just say I read infernal.
I do as well, but
no, it was
not
just
an
because it
issue.
was upside down.
Everyone reads Inferno. No one cares.
As I'm holding the pickle out, and I know Ruby's holding the pickle as well. I kind of just look around real quick, and then I'm gonna step up right into her face, and just be like, "On guard!"
That thing near my face.
And then I'm gonna smack her wooden pickle with my wooden pickle, try to prompt a sword fight.
She accepts the duel.
When you smash, when you touch tips of those wooden pickles, they actually lock into place. And
They try with both hands to move it.
Is this like a?
no, those two pickles actually are now permanently docked.
Oh God!
Permanently? How much I want to just say, like, so one goes into.
So it's basically got a girthy hilt. It's like
One inserted itself into the other.
big and girthy, and then it narrows out into a long shaft.
How did you?
Did you just probably use that as one of your swords?
This
Alright,
is
so
like a
they're
wooden
docked.
pickle sword now,
Ruby
right?
kind of realizes it for a quick second and pulls it away.
You can't pull it away. I'm
Fine.
on the other
We're
end.
doing fine. Tug of war for it.
Both roll a strength check head to head.
While we're doing it, Ruby also takes her right foot that's forward and tries to sweep it underneath
I'm also going to use
Emery's
my.
foot.
I'm going to use my inspiration that I got.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ah.
Okay.
Hold on. Don't read it out loud yet because I'm trying to
No,
decide if I
I
want
know.
to as well.
That's what we use our
worth it?
inspiration for every time.
Yeah,
I'm not
always
going
has to do with the
I'm
wooden
not going
pickles.
to,
Arm
'cause
wrestling in that wooden
Kid,
pickle
come
fight.
on, use it.
I'm not. I can't. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna just straight up roll. Okay. Straight up for strength. It's a 4.
20, not nat.
Regardless of Emery's strength in trying to pull his pickle away, both of you are unable to budge the two docked wooden pickles.
Oh, they're frozen in the air there.
Yeah.
Can I click the button that unlocks them?
You touched tips and they became one.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was trying to pull the whole thing away from her.
Frozen in place.
Frozen in place.
Oh, snap.
Okay.
Can I push the unlock button that's worked before to unlock it?
It does not work.
Doesn't work?
You have done
But
it
you
now.
did.
Ruby jumps like on top of one and is like trying to pull the other off. What the hell is wrong with this damn thing? What did you do to my pickle?
No, you did this. I'm gonna put my sword with the hook into my sword around the pickle. I'm gonna put the hook into the sword around the pickle and try to like yank on it.
Ah! You're making quite the scene.
She's like standing on top of it. I'm like trying to yank it with the sword.
Somebody please draw this.
I want to jump in. I want to try and help Ruby by
We
pulling
need
with
fan
her.
art, please. Fan art.
I'm actually gonna put both swords around it and try to like.
This is what all the
Really
D&D
heaving
has
into it.
actually led up to. The hardest puzzle they'll ever encounter. What happens when they dock the wooden pickles?
I feel like this is a trap that you've had all along, just waiting for us.
He probably has.
Drop the sword. Can I investigate it to see if I notice anything?
You guys give me too much credit. Roll an investigation check.
See if there's maybe a new unlocking mechanism around it. 19.
Only Randy were here.
Randy could possibly tell you how to undock two
You
wooden pickles.
moron! You're using my wooden pickles all wrong.
Okay, here it is.
These are not toys.
Ruby casts Identify
Two wooden pickles.
on the wooden pickles. So if it is a magic item or magic imbued object, I learn its properties and how to use them.
Have to use it twice.
Yeah, well, I investigated it.
I have to use it twice?
Two pickles.
I have to use it. But if I learn how to use one, I feel like I should automatically
into
learn
one,
how to use the other because he probably used the same spell.
You docked them. You get to
So
use
it's
the
one
spell
now.
twice.
You even said to become one. You said to become one. I'm only using one spell slot for this damn pickle sword.
Fuck
All
your
right,
godhood.
I will let you justify me using the lyrics to become one. to grant yourself only having to use identify once on the wooden pickle. At the same time, Emery sliding his hand over his side of the pickle and you sliding your hand on your side of the pickle, pressing the button on the side on either side, you both look up at each other and make eye contact, and instead of tugging one way or the other, you actually in unison both go the same way, and as you both move the pickle the same way, they undock from themselves.
And I'm gonna look up at Ruby and say, "It's a Chinese cock trap."
I use Identify and I don't even get both of them. He just got lucky.
Only Mudcat would know that the pickles would be turned into a Chinese cock trap from PAX East. The harder you tug away, the more you just jerk each other off. You gotta touch dicks. Chinese cock trap, folks.
What in the hell did you guys talk about in that hotel room?
It wasn't in the hotel. It was an Airbnb, and you should have seen it. Oh boy!
It's one of
It
my
was in an alley.
favorite bar jokes of all time. Like I said, this is just one big long setup for a dick joke. There we go. We've capped it off.
I thought you were trying to like underhandedly get rid of the wooden pickles.
No,
Take 'em out of the
Like clean
equation.
up the stream or something. I was like, "Oh, you son of a bitch."
no, just wanted to make a Chinese cock trap joke. That's all.
Yep, fair enough.
That is the most
I thought maybe you were losing your
confounded
edge.
fucking cock trap joke ever.
Fine, whatever.
I totally thought you were trying to teen stream us.
Oh, and no, not at all. It's you guys both have your respective wooden pickles at this point, both in
You
hand.
don't know how to use that thing. Give it to me.
I know how to use it. I just helped unlock the thing. You couldn't have done it without me.
I definitely could have. You just did it by accident.
Hister
Well,
looks over.
now I know.
Hister looks over at you and he actually sends message over into your brain. He goes, "You don't know how to use that thing either."
You mean Chikios?
Oh God, shit, Chikios, shit, fuck. And I did it in the wrong voice. I did it in the dwarven voice too. You don't know how to do that thing either.
Hey guys, can we please stow the wooden pickles, get my armor repaired, and get on this road before the giants kill the world? You're
Fine.
literally standing right next to me. It's the easiest way to get your attention.
Fine, we're going. Let's get out of here.
I'm gonna take
right,
the
let's
bag
move.
of holding though.
Chikios
That's been left.
remains standing in between the circle where everyone is at as you begin to walk off. He is holding a single ring inside of his hand.
Chikios.
What's the
Smile
holdup?
says, "Well, just a small keepsake that I have kept since I came back to Feywild."
Keepsake of what?
Explain. No more riddles.
Don't you like riddles?
Well,
And you
okay,
look,
fine.
and on the sides of it, you can see it seems just to have several sets of horns as well. You can actually see a satyr's head on either side of the ring. I have keepsake. Someone should be wearing this. Whoever can take ring from my hand can keep ring.
I'm just gonna look over at Ruby like, you better get this ring. This is yours.
It's all you.
I would like somebody else to try first. I want to learn.
Fine then.
Oh God.
You know what? I'm gonna take a swipe at it.
All right. Go ahead and roll a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Mhm.
That will be a 16.
16. As you dive forward for that ring, it seems like you're going to make purchase on it. And it is over in Chikios's left hand.
So when I dive, did I hit the ground or am I just stumbling across the way from you?
You just stumble across. You haven't hit the dirt. Now
All right,
it's in
so
Chikios's left hand.
Standing behind you, I'm going to cross my arms and look at Ruby and go, well, did you learn anything?
Yes, you're slow.
Oh, damn.
Well, then, please, go ahead.
Show us how it's done.
I'm going to.
What, Night Dog? You've been standing there sleeping almost. See if you have any energy to try this.
All right, I'll take a shot at it. You want me to roll sleight of hand?
Yeah, sleight of hand.
All right. That's a 19.
19. You go in to grab that ring, and as Chikios tries to move it to his other hand, you actually snag it. And as you snag it, you pull it up, and it's a piece of that fucking molten cheese.
Ruby doesn't know this yet, though, right?
You currently
Something was happening.
you currently have it in your hand.
He said it was a riddle.
You can role play however you want, as you know that is not a ring in your hand. It is definitely the cheese that he had earlier.
All right, so I'm like, it's okay. I'm gonna go with like a little bit of like a Lord of the Rings feel, right? Where I'm just like holding this ring in my hand, and I feel like I'm hearing these like voices in my head, and I kind of like look over at Ruby, and I'm like, man, this is pretty powerful here, and I'm like, you seem like you'd be the one that could handle all that this ring has to offer. And so I kind of like look at her and hold out my hand, trying to give her the ring.
Do I believe him?
Roll an insight check.
18.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, well, roll a deception check.
Me?
Yep.
All right.
Look.
Nat 20.
Oh!
20's in the chat.
Put that 20s up in there. Let's go.
Oh, dude.
Mm-mm.
Okay, fine.
Oh,
well,
man.
thank you, Night Talk. I appreciate it. I didn't know you thought so highly of me. This is very nice of you. Thank you. She's like really trusting. Like, this is like team members bonding, sharing stuff.
Is it?
So she goes to reach out,
I'm not fucking taking
grab the ring. What happens? Does you have it out in your hand or something?
Yeah.
Or I guess you're holding it like this, I guess.
Yeah. And so I just kind of just drop it right into your hand. And then you like have that, do you like kind of close your hand and maybe that cheese kind of smudges a little bit there?
Yeah, and then she purposely like just closes her fist a little bit more out of anger. Like drip down the side. Night Talk.
All
I will remember this.
right.
The rest of that cheese isn't
Just a couple
gone.
good friends having fun, right?
Oh, we're going to have
So
fun.
I can basically see she's crushed whatever that is in her hand. And she's got cheese running down her arm, right?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna throw my arm around Chico since I'm standing behind him and go, "You salty son of a bitch! That was a great joke."
I go
Oh,
and
man.
I
One
reach,
of these days, I want a real ring.
and I reach back behind Ruby's ear and I pull back the ring back behind her ear and I set it actually down over the top of her hand that is not covered in cheese. He goes, "You are the most useful. This will come in handy for you."
This isn't another one of your riddles, is it?
No. And as you grab the ring, you are now able to roll luck once per every 24 hours that you wear it. It does not go on your attuned items list, your magic items list. So
Okay.
you get to re-roll any dice that you want once per long rest.
So I already have luck. So do I just get to add another luck to it?
Yeah, that's another luck. It's extra luck.
Sweet.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Perfect.
It's
Thank you.
It's a freebie.
Every 24 hours?
Not every 24 hours. We're gonna go once
Oh.
every long rest. We're gonna
Once
go
every long rest. Okay, that'll be easier to keep track of.
As she's been given this ring and like has her other handful of cheese, can I walk over and pickpocket that second wooden pickle?
Totally roll a stealth check with advantage because she's been given this shiny ring.
It is a 20, not nat.
Dirty 20. Roll a perception check with disadvantage, Ruby.
Gonna use that luck.
She may have to.
Gotta use that luck.
On the ring. Oh shoot.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that one luck. My lowest one was a
Burning
nat
it.
one.
Oh, it's a nat one? Nope.
No, damn it.
Nope.
Fine. I'll keep my 4 lucks, and I
Yeah.
rolled a nat one.
Nat one's in the chat. Nat one's in the chat.
Pickle master.
Oh,
man.
That's too perfect.
Oh,
I'm gonna, but I'm gonna do it like
I'm
it's gonna be
rolling
it's gonna
so
be
low
it's gonna be
right
real
now.
conspicuous. So I'm gonna slide over to her as she's like, you know, it's like everyone else is like trying to grab this ring, and I'm just like, snack.
It's amazing. You are currently the pickle master.
I'm just gonna pocket that thing before she notices.
She's too enamored with the fact that she now has 4 fucking luck. You can thank
Perfect.
Manco for that. That's who that interactive role granted a little extra piece.
Very nice.
I mean, that is helpful.
She's pissed she doesn't have any more pickles left.
I just want you to know that this has been my plot since episode 7 when Valis died.
Give me the pickle
Those
master.
pickles in my possession once again.
Dual pickles.
He's still
Dual wielding
pickle
pickles.
Pickle wielding.
Akimbo pickles.
9 episodes in the making.
When's D&D gonna consult with me about dual pickle welding? Oh my god.
Oh man.
Never.
All right. So, what would you guys like to do?
I am headed to the armorer with all this nonsense.
I'm following Ister over there.
It's called Black Iron Blades. We're gonna go to
Yeah.
Black Iron Blade.
Can't be mad you don't even know about it.
You guys
I know.
make your way
Happy.
to Black Iron Blades. You can hear the familiar sounds: ting, ting, ting. Hister, as you walk up, still the same gentleman that you've seen before. That I haven't wrote his name down in my notes.
It's fine. I'll play it off.
Did we give him a fucking name?
We gave the name to the place. I don't think we gave him a name.
Who
I
are
already know.
you?
But I
No.
already know how I'm going in. Wait, his name is Garn. Excuse me.
Garn,
I do
thank
have
you.
written. Yes.
All right, let's write that in the notes. Garn.
You nerds in your notes.
Shh. Quiet.
Garn looks over at you. Doesn't look like your arm was held up so well.
No, but you know what? You asked that we killed a giant for you, and we cut their heads off.
Oh, did ya?
Yeah. You wanted it. You got it. But of course, you can see that one of them took out a piece of me in the middle of it all. Think you can help me? Can you fix it up? Make it better than new, maybe?
Yeah. Go get your mulled wine. Get this heap of shit off of you. I don't even know who dealt with this. As he peels it off. I can take care of it. 45
Actually-
gold.
45 gold. That's a little pricey for a man who brought you the head of a giant that you wanted so badly and defended the city.
We
Rush,
have some things we could trade in.
rush delivery.
Rush delivery.
What about if we traded a few things in exchange? Would you lower the price?
What do you got?
Some good items.
Did I make a deal with you?
You know we're
Did I
still
make a deal with you?
sheriffs. Like, doesn't this
They
go
were-
on the tab?
Yeah, I was
we're
gonna say
sheriff.
all of our stuff have gone to the tab because we were town
Oh, that's
sheriff.
right. You're deputy. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
Yeah.
sorry. My natural disposition is to make sure to fuck the party.
To charge you.
To charge you. And I
Really
forgot you
classic
guys.
deal.
You guys are actually defenders of Brin Shander now. Oh yeah, sorry. If I think about it, well, I've spent a lot of time at the mulled wine stand too. How about you bring me one back? I'll put this one on Markham Boys tab. I'll fix you up. All right? What do you think?
Sounds fantastic to me. I will gladly bring you 2 mulled wines for that.
The rest of my work is gonna be shit the rest of the day, but don't tell anybody.
Hey, as long as my armor is choice, I don't care what you do the rest of the day, my friend.
But we've got some things we'd like to sell then. So we've got we've got all of those sites, right?
Oh, the axes and the helmets from the giants.
Well, the axes and the helmets, but then we had a whole bunch of those other things in the bag of holding.
That other stuff, we're gonna probably have to find a merchant to sell it to, because that's
Well,
that's.
there were a bunch of scimitars.
Oh, the 6 scimitars.
Yes.
You want to sell it to them? Go ahead.
Yeah. Would you
Wait,
like
but
some
you
scimitars?
don't have the
We've
bag of holding, and
Yeah.
is Emery with us?
Oh, Emery.
I'm with you.
Okay,
Okay.
good.
I'll open it for you to
Scimitars,
peruse.
We've got 2 giant frost axes, 2 giant helmets as well. That might be good. The axe material from the giants, that's fairly large, could be easily molded into something for
How about I make?
smaller individuals.
How about I make a trade with you?
I'm listening.
Big man looks over at you, Hister. Just how strong are you?
Test me.
He goes, go over there. Pick up the 5th anvil from the right. You can see it's a large, black, obsidian-looking anvil. It's a fucking massive one. Go over there. Pick that anvil up. What is your strength, by the way? What is your strength?
25.
Oh, that's right, because you have the fucking belt now.
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead. Give me a strength roll. Give me a strength or athletics check. If it gives you extra bonus, go ahead and put it in.
That will be a 23.
You lock underneath your forearms and you lift this massive fucking anvil. By the way, you had to roll a 22 for that.
No, I didn't.
As you lift this bad boy.
It's a plus fucking 7.
No, I'm that's what I'm just saying. Like,
That's where the bar was set for you.
that's where the bar was set.
Oh, I
Yeah.
just fucking made it?
Yes.
Holy shit. Oh my god.
You lift that thing up. All right. All right. When you come back, grab some wine. I've been working on something. I had a hunch, maybe. I might have an axe for you. As he pulls out and goes, you give me those materials. I'm gonna have a giant's axe for this man.
I'm gonna set this big fucking anvil down. I'm headed right for the mulled wine stand. I'm not even waiting. Fucking armor be damned. I am going to get as many fucking mulled wines as I can carry.
And you know, you guys realize that the the stand, stand's not there anymore. It's been relocated as of today. As you guys run to the,
But I know where it's at.
as you guys run to
Is the old
stand,
one on the way?
yeah, like it's there, and like you can see the stein has been relocated to Magdrin's house. Remember, Brin Shander's not a big place.
Thank goodness.
So
That's where I'm going because I know it's there.
Yes.
I'm gonna follow history, and as we pass, I'm gonna pick up all the shit I bought, throw it in the bag of holding.
Pick up all the shit that you bought.
All the
Remember,
brewing
you brought the
equipment.
brewing equipment.
Oh yeah. You got the 100%.
I'm gonna
100%.
clean out the stock, and I assume it's everything I need to brew my number 2.
You currently have brewer supplies.
Nice.
Let's go.
Oh, God help us.
Yes, and on your brewer supplies, you have proficiency thanks to your training at Malarix.
Yeah, let's go. All that
So-
time wiping the same spot.
Let's go.
Something there.
You do have proficiency. All right, as you guys make your way back over to you're
Making our way downtown.
Making our way downtown. Motherfuckers.
Nice.
As you look over to the front door and you can see Magdrin with her hands on her hips. Oh, and it just looks like we got a little sneaky folks that thinks they can leave here without saying goodbye. Well, it's good to see you, not Cork, and it's good to see the rest of you.
We're not leaving without saying goodbye. I'm getting my armor fixed. Calm
No,
down.
I'm not saying goodbye to you. I know better than that. You've had an eye for me since I first met you. I'm talking about Nightcock. I had breakfast prepared, and instead I had to tend to the Sirach over here. He wasn't worth a shite the entire time. And Sirach looking much better. Well, thanks to Miss Magdrin, feeling a lot better. Mr. Cock, the next time that I suggest that we take Nightshade together, I suggest you tell me to shut the fuck up. I am obviously better geared for warm milk.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
And at the same time he does this, he is actually ladling out mulled wine in the makeshift, as you can see, and you can actually see old Blue Balls in the back is actually still alive for the first time.
Oh God.
The Mr. Chungus with the Among Us is actually back there. And you can see he kind of turns around, kind of snarls around. He's definitely grinding up spices in the back to put into a cheesecloth. But you can rest assured that he actually didn't die in the siege of Brin Shander.
I'm totally at ease now.
Oh, this shack will keep your jubblies warm now, won't it?
Mr. Emery! Mr. Emery, is that you? You're over there.
It's obviously me. I'm standing right here.
Yeah, Mr. Emery.
Don't you do it. Don't you fucking do it. You talk. If you ask me a question, you ask it.
And he leans up over to you. He goes, and he finally leans over into your ear.
God.
You know, I just kind of wondered, everybody else is just so physically fit that's in your group. I've always, kind of thought about being an adventurer, and you're the first person I've ever seen that, kind of made me feel like that I could do it too.
I'm going to shapeshift into that awkward Tyson mode.
God. Start dabbing and flexing.
Hold on.
Pose.
No, flex or follow.
Mr. Emery, your parlor tricks are safe here. I understand. Just wanted to let you know that you give the rest of us, and he shakes his belly fat just a little bit of hope that maybe we could adventure too.
As I'm looking around the place, what are we in the kitchen? In the mulled wine stand?
We're kind of like,
what's around me?
we're like outside of Magdrin's house, like in the like reconstruction of configuring Randy's office into the mulled wine / Cinnabon.
Does there happen to be like an outhouse anywhere near us?
Oh yeah, there's outhouses everywhere.
I'm gonna.
Of course there are.
I don't know. He was ladling wine before, right?
He was ladling wine before he finally got the courage to come up and let you know you're an
Can I use minor
inspiration.
illusion to make that outhouse look like that ladle, that wine that he was ladling? He goes and pours himself a big cup of shit.
No, that's way
No?
too much.
Okay.
Way too much for
Way too
minor
much?
illusion.
That's a bummer.
I've been sitting on that fucking joke for days, baby.
Sure, yeah, man.
Yeah. And he turns around, yeah, the rest of you, and now he's not whispering just to you. He goes, Yeah, what I've been trying to kind of say, for a guy who's not so fit, Emery kind of inspires me, Kind of inspires me. He goes back to ladling.
I'm gonna lift up my foot and shove him with my boot.
Wow, rude.
Put a
He
boot around his
admires
ass and
you.
shove him.
Don't do that.
Go ahead. Shove me. Strength versus strength roll.
Okay, got it.
It's a fucking 2.
It's a 13.
You
He turns around to talk to everyone. I'm gonna
you-
shove him forward into whatever.
shove
Shut him up.
You shove Shirok into the fucking ground.
Poor kid.
Hey, Mr. Sirach. Looks like you tripped, bud. Did you trip?
Why did you do that, Mr. Emery?
I'll walk away. I'll walk back inside.
And is it get a mouthful of snow and mud?
Just left him out there.
Then turns around. But Mr. Emery.
Can I help him to his feet at least?
Poor dude.
I'm back inside. I walk back inside.
Just laying there. Yes, you could extend a hand to Shirok.
What extend a hand and try and pull him up.
You pull him up. Oh,
Oh, pat some of the snow off of him.
no. Thank you, Mr. Hister. Thank you.
It's all right. It's all right. Just make sure. Never mind. I'm just gonna walk
I see
off.
what you did there.
I'm gonna walk off with the mulled wines I have in my arms.
And he looks up to the eye. This guy kind of smiles, and he follows you kind of like a puppy dog for a second, and he just taps you on the shoulder
Yes.
and gets you to turn around. He tries to take your mulled wine and drink it.
No. Oh, mulled wine is in the shack over there. You leave this shit alone. This is buying me armor, asshole.
Contested strength roll.
Perfect.
Ooh.
Is that a disadvantage?
That's a nat 20.
Oh,
That's a nat
Hey.
20.
So Rock wants his drink.
That's a nat 20.
Oh,
how does this work?
Hold it up. The cup is shaking. And what's shaking from the cup? Mr. Easter, we have plenty of mulled wine. I just want to share a drink with you. I'm rolling a persuasion
Not
check.
good sounding at all.
His persuasion check is a 6.
What do I roll against his persuasion?
No, it's about whether you respect his desperateness to latch on to something else, or whether you have full control of this.
He's pathetic. He's pathetic. Fucking give it to him. I'm gonna go get another glass of mulled wine.
Wow.
As
Don't give in.
you immediately release the mulled wine, half of it just goes into my face. It's running down as it looks like I have a face from like the movie Carrie. Just bloody murder, just wine and seasoning and cinnamon, and like the little sack is caught over my ear, like it even got in your cup and it wasn't supposed to be. Thank you,
Pathetic,
Mr. Hister. As you go back and you reload. You guys get your mulled wine that you need from Magdrin's house / cidery mulled winery Cinnabon.
I mean, I would eat there.
I've ate at worse places in airports. No doubt.
Haven't we all?
No doubt. You guys actually, when you're right about to leave, the wine-soaked, disturbing face of Sirach looks back over to everyone else and goes, Mr. Hister, Mr. Nighthawk, Miss Ruby, Mr. Emery, Mr. Chiquios, don't forget your cinnamons. And he actually does have a fresh tray of cinnamons that you guys
Oh, hell yeah.
that you guys all swipe one begrudgingly out from his wine stained chubby body, and you begin to walk back to the stand. Chiquios looks back over at you, Emery. You are a poster model for overweight adventurers. You should wear this as badge of honor, much like Ruby wears her badge of honor for earning Marshal of Brin Shander.
I'm still in that awkward Tyson form. I'm gonna take that Cinnabon and I'm just gonna crush it in my hand. Just crush it.
It's
Like flexing the whole arm though.
Overly aggressive.
entirely unnecessary. I actually pull some of the Cinnabon that squeezes between your fingers and I eat it.
I'm gonna drop it right in your hand and like, crumble it in your hand.
That's just fine. Squeezed Cinnabon tastes not much different than normal Cinnabon.
Listen,
That's a true
not
statement.
about the Cinnabons. I hate that kid, and there's only one person that I hate more than that kid, and it's Jerry.
Ooh.
Well, then
Jerry.
maybe you will teach Sodok how to eat keto and tell Jerry to fuck off. No.
Oh, shit.
All
That was
I
good.
know is I haven't had a decent ale in weeks. And I'm on edge.
It's okay.
Hey,
We will get
hey.
you ale soon.
Emery, you want a decent ale? I'll shit in a glass and you can drink it.
Listen, like your shit's fit enough for my ale.
I've had your ale. My shit's better. with these armful of fucking flagons of mulled wine and a Cinnabon
listen,
in
what
my
are you-
hand.
What are we discussing? What I do is an art.
No, what
I'm
you
an
do is
artisan.
shit.
This is a craft. This is a process, and you need to respect it.
Hey, I spent time in the trenches too. I've made Boot Hill wine. Don't you worry about it. I've made better shit than what you've made.
We'll
So
see,
don't start
we'll
with
see.
me.
As you guys
Someday the
banter
people will
back
come
and forth,
clamoring for the number 2.
you guys all make your way back to Black Iron Blades. Mister, come here.
So
Super
I'm
creepy
gonna
sounding.
set nine flagons of mulled wine on the table and a Cinnabon, which I've been holding because I couldn't eat it.
He touches it. It's warm. It's a good bonus right there. That bonus warm Cinnabon. And
My armor is my life. I need it.
as he eats it, you can see the several missing teeth that he has.
Don't care. Don't care.
Probably all you could eat.
Cream cheese frosting.
You'll find more at Magdarin's place. The guy's name is Shirok. He makes a bunch of them. Just go ahead and get some.
Fresh buns. Right. And boom. Like the scene from Super Troopers when they pull out the fucking shotgun. He produces that giant's axe that has been tethered to a very, very long handle, and this fucking it actually functions as a fucking pole arm. This axe is so fucking
Nice.
big. In this axe, you can only use right now when you have that belt on of which you are currently wearing.
Oh shit. Oh my god, this is a hell of a conditional piece right here.
It's a very conditional piece. As you pull it up, you currently, and we'll make a card for it, you have a +2 axe that does an additional 1d8 of cold damage is when you look at the blade of that axe as it looks glacier blue. You put your thumb against it as you run it across the blade, and you can actually see the condensation on your thumb begin to freeze as you run across it.
Oh, damn. That's cold.
This axe has a reach capability of 10 feet, like a pole arm. So that is a
big fucking axe.
that is a
Get pretty
one
far then.
that is a 1d12 plus 2 axe.
Damn.
If you are in a cold environment, you can critically hit with a 19.
Wow.
Ding.
Winner, winner.
That's why I brought him 9 flagons of wine.
As he produces his masterpiece, you can think of it however you want, other than that giant glacier blue blade. You can describe however you want that hilt to look that he's produced. So it's essentially an axe on a fucking pole arm, because the axe head is so fucking big.
So what I'm imagining is this giant, like 4-foot head, massive blade that, since he's worked on my sword, he's also seen the decoration on my sword. So from the blade, where it starts to fade out from where it's the sharp point to the actual like meat of the blade, then it turns into these platinum scales that go all the way back to this gigantic, just glowing white pole arm, and this knurled grip with this leather wrapping around the base of it. Just massive, gigantic axe. It looks like it's something out of almost like a Japanese anime. It's so so weird and cumbersome, but yet so effective.
Badass. Hell yes. That is now in your possession. You also have your armor fixed.
Yes, back to my +2. Let's go.
You are back in business, baby. You are back in business. By the way, first center tile in 2019. Let's go.
You like that?
Nice.
Like
Oh, is that
that?
what you got right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. Let's
Hey,
go.
thanks to radio, he reminded me. He sent me a text message. Turn your shit back on, bro.
Let's go, dude.
Always looking out.
Mm-hmm.
Dope.
All right. Is there anything else that you guys would like to do in Brin Shander before you depart?
Where we at? We're still at we're at the armors. Never mind. The time is passing at a hand warm sausage, I think.
You want to go get yourself a hand warm sausage?
I kind of want one last hand warm sausage.
And while everybody's dealing, moving and awing over the axe of Hister, you kind of window shop a little bit more between the rebuilding market of Brin Shander, and you kind of look. Give me a perception check.
Because secretly we had those. Everyone had those Cinnabons, and I wanted to eat mine, but out of spite, I crushed it instead.
Yeah.
Ruby still has hers.
You said perception? 13.
13. Just out of the corner of your eye, you can see an elderly woman aggressively rubbing on something.
Ugh. Ugh.
And as another cold day in Brin Shander, you stroll past. You don't even say a word. You just make eye contact as you can see the hand warm sausage stand. It's relocated centrally this time, much larger than before. So are the
She's
sausages.
got bigger sausages.
I'm just going to walk up to the stand and hello, ma'am. Any chance I could get you to slap my sausage?
and like a solid snap of the casing. I remember you.
And I remember you.
Not many can forget a body like that.
It's not that bad.
It's a body that looks like it could use a warm sausage in the morning.
Well, you know, there's not a lot of people that couldn't use a warm sausage. In the morning.
She's laughing, bleeding over. It's great. Oh shit!
I was gonna kind of like shake my head at that and be like, "I'll take 3."
You get one venison, you get one actually like yak, and you get one beef, in varying degrees of thickness and girth. Procured. Go ahead and mark off a whopping 1 silver.
Oh shit! That's silver.
1 silver.
Damn.
Artisan. Like you're ever gonna.
I'm gonna stand slowly enjoy one. Just very slowly, just like very slow, almost absurdly slow.
The casings are undeniably delicious. Yeah,
Like nibbling.
totally. So
And I'm
good.
just gonna, I'm gonna be standing there in the middle of her stand, just making absurd sounds too, like. Ugh.
And you look around, there's like 3 other fat people that are doing the same thing. Oh.
I'm
You know-
gonna look around at them, and I'm gonna like shapeshift my gut in just a little bit. So it looks-
Yeah. Best sausage in the morning in Brin Shander. No doubt.
Ugh.
When it hits your lips.
Yeah, listen, man. There's nobody that I would want to put my sausage into their hands. This woman is a miracle worker.
You look back over and she smiles. She's got 3 new sausages that she's hand warming and tapping.
And I'm gonna walk up to her again. Just these are so fucking good. How did you learn this? Where did you learn this craft?
Lifetime of warming sausages, my friend.
Surely there must be a secret, a technique, some sort of secret knowledge here.
She produces from underneath her stand just a tub, and you can see on the top of it, it just has a cow's udder over the top of it. As she opens it up, it's udder butter, my friend. And you can see, for being in the cold, she has incredibly smooth hands. She grabs your wrist to go dip it into the udder butter. Do you resist?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, it feels like you'll never be able to grip anything for a week. It's just
God.
every pore and crack in your hand has become lubricated, and you have the softest hands. Soft hands make for warm sausages.
That's incredible. I knew that there's always a secret ingredient. I'm gonna look around. I'm leaning a bit. Mine is lemon.
Sausage with lemon is a good idea.
Yeah.
Dennis!
I'll be back.
Dennis! We need to make a sausage with lemon! And as you wander off, you realize you once again imparted your shitty love for all things lemon in one other part of the world.
Dumb.
And I'm just, as I'm walking, I'm just gonna be like,
You're frictionless for weeks.
yeah, my hand's just gonna just slide it across my face.
Should have done the tug of war with him now.
And in my mind, I'm crafting all sorts of sinister plans with this soft hand.
With your baby hand.
Filing
Strong
papers.
hand.
My baby.
Just thinking, like, just the shifty nature of myself, thinking about all the tight places I can slip this supple hand into now.
And that's what breaks me. That's what. As this episode-long dick joke goes on, that's what finally does it.
Very committed. Very committed.
Butter hands.
Butter hands.
So I just wander back to rejoin the group, finishing my last sausage, the third full
The
sausage.
third and last, you ate them all.
Before I get to them, because I don't want them to know that I was hungry, because I refuse that Cinnabon. I don't want them to know that I was eating.
Oh, so good.
Oh, all right. I think we're all set to go unless we need to do anything else, yes? We just need to go get Sir Bear. Okay, then
Sounds
let's
good.
Do
go.
it.
Thanks.
What she said.
Chikio says a mouthful of fucking. He's on his like third Cinnabon.
Let's get out of here. All right. Where do we find Sir Bear? Probably back at the what is that place called again?
What are we going to see
Crackle
Sir
Barrel.
Barrack again for? I thought we already know we were going to some
He's
sunshine
going
town.
with us.
He is?
Traveling.
Is
Did I
he?
tell you about him?
I
Didn't.
you got to remember, you convinced me to go chasing down this whatever this is because the what was his name? The Goblin King was
Right.
supposed to be over there.
Right.
So-
Well, we didn't say the Goblin King, but we do know what happens to the townspeople once giants invade.
Right. So you said the Goblin King is going to be there.
Well, it's
That's-
likely. I didn't
Oh.
say that. You
No,
inferred.
you said the Goblin King is going to be there.
I
That's why I'm going.
don't recall that, but there's a likelihood. Okay? So, we're going there, and we're going to investigate, and we're going to hopefully be able to avenge and protect people and protect.
Right. All right.
future
Whatever.
people as well.
Let's find your boyfriend so we can go kill the
Not my
Goblin King.
boyfriend.
Isn't he?
I don't take rejection well. He's not.
Mhm.
Ooh.
He
I'll
had
tell
his
you what.
shot.
You know, when I roll over in the middle of the night and I find you guys rustling in the sheets, I'll remember that.
Hmm. Also, why
Let's
are you
go.
in
No,
the
no,
room
no,
then?
no, no. Let's go
You just
find
roll
Barrack,
over, you think
please.
I'm going to be right here.
Hey, it's not the first time we slept in the same room together.
It's very different from an. Whatever.
You're too delicate. Come on, let's go
Not
find your
bringing my
boyfriend. Let's get out of this
boyfriend into a
town.
room
Come
with
on.
you. Okay, so we're
No,
going.
you admit he's your boyfriend.
That's right.
Now
No.
we're getting somewhere.
My
Yeah.
boyfriends, and I don't have any.
Don't
Any
you?
in the future that I might get.
All right, kid. Let's go. Come on, we got shit to do. Come on.
But he's also part of the Order of the Gauntlet. I don't think I mentioned that.
Yep. I'm sure it's I'm sure it's an XL gauntlet. Let's go. Come on. We gotta find this guy so we can go.
Prepare the long rubber glove.
Chikos laughs on XL Gauntlet.
I don't. I'm not going to talk about the size of his gauntlet.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I wonder where my glove will go.
My God.
Anyway,
Just remember, no glove, no love.
the Order of the Gauntlet is also trying to figure out. I haven't told him everything. I don't want to tell him everything. I don't know what the Order of the Gauntlet is. But let us pretend. Okay? Until we know if we can trust him or not.
Do any of us know what the Order of the Gauntlet is?
I don't
Like
know
in-
what she talks of. I was very drunk last night. That's why I've been eating Cinnabuns to try to still sober up, so I understand what more people say to me.
As you say that, I noticed you have this big clump of like white frosting. I'm gonna reach over and do a dad thing, and I'm just gonna try and wipe it off of your face.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Easter. Thank you. I've been trying to sober up for days.
All right, and I still have not eaten my Cinnabon, so I take mine and I hand it over to Chiquios and say, "Here you go. Sober up, buddy."
No, you should. You do not. No, I rip off half. I only take half.
Only half of it. All right.
Yep, I only take half. I choose you. I choose you with the other half of the Cinnabon.
All right.
Half as well. You can have half of my Cinnabon.
I don't need half of everyone's Cinnabon, then I will.
Do you want it though?
No,
she
we
goes
don't.
ahead and rips it in half. Like, come on.
I still take it.
Chiquios is hungry.
I still take it.
She's like stuffing it like in his face, like.
He eats it, and yeah. And I'm back in my full Sylvan form, so I just look like I look as eccentric as the main elf in the Hobbit reboot. So it's just so seeing this drunken elf with green eyes and long slick back hair just devouring Cinnabon is the easiest tell that I'm obviously not an elf.
Okay, let's go get Sir Barrick, and then on our way over, we can talk about what you guys can ask more about the Order of Condolet. Yeah? All right, let's go back.
As you guys make your way back to Kelvin's Comfort, for the sake of brevity, you guys come back and find Firebrand is not there. Firebrand is finally sleeping somewhere, but there is just a note left back behind on the bar that is addressed to Ruby and company. It says that Sir Barrick has already left for Golden Fields.
I don't trust him. We need to get there fast.
And that he anxiously awaits your arrival.
I don't know how to read that. Like anxiously. Ooh, right. Like I anxiously await your arrival.
Maybe he was just so excited to get there, he just couldn't wait.
Does he draw like little hearts over his eyes too?
Oh, God.
I'm gonna reach across the bar and grab a couple of lemons and put them in my pocket.
Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand for that.
Who's fuck? That's a nat one. God damn it.
What is it?
The nat one.
No.
Of course it is.
And the
Slide
bartender,
across the bar.
again.
the
Just a
bartender
few
looks
more
over at
lemons.
you, and it's just you actually look, and it's David the not the gnome, David the halfling, that looks back over you. Hey man, like, what's your fucking problem?
I just was gonna snag a couple of lemons for the road, man. It's not a big deal.
As you proceed to get dressed down by a guy that you know fell asleep into a bowl of peanuts the last night. Hey, you know, if you want a lemon, like, all you gotta do is ask. And he throws.
Listen, David.
he
Ruby
throws
interrupts
two
and goes,
lemons
"Give us
over
all
you.
the lemons. This is a sheriff's requirement." She's fully supporting Emery in this.
Roll a
I'm
Just flip her
persuasion.
badge.
Roll a persuasion
just-
check with advantage.
Okay.
Get him.
Okay, this will go well.
I'm also gonna help.
Nat 20.
Oh, nice.
Ah!
Never mind.
We get
Let's
all
go.
Get to this nat 20s in chat. Let's go.
the- Yes.
Hey. Fine. Take all the lemons you want. Like, whatever, but like, get your shit together.
And I'm
It's for
still,
the law.
still leaning over the counter, like, you know, pulling those lemons and putting them in my pocket, like just like I'm full laying on the counter, basically the bar, and I'm looking over at him and I'm gonna try to persuade him further and just be like, listen, David, Dave, can I call you Dave? Is that okay? Can I call you Dave?
Yeah.
I don't know. Hold on, where's my present? Okay. Listen, I mean these lemons are great, but I gotta have lemon drops, man. I just gotta make some. So is it cool if I just take some sugar and some vodka as well? Is it okay? Like while I'm back here, can I just like slip? It's okay. Like I'm not gonna
For the
tell.
law.
I'm
we're
not gonna tell
sheriffs.
Firebrand. You're not gonna tell Firebrand. Like listen. I was a bartender too. I know. It's the it's the boss. You know, fuck the boss, right? You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
And I rolled a 19.
I worked the morning shift, man.
At a bar.
Fuck me, dude.
Dave, come on. Just be cool, dude. Be cool.
Dave's not here, bro.
Is anybody else assisting? By the way,
Ruby's just still pushing all the lemons into the bag of holding, like taking the counter. That's what she's busy doing.
Put 40 lemons in the bag. Hister, are you here?
God.
Oh, I'm here. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on because I'm still gawking over this giant axe that I have.
Hister's here. So
I'm here.
So it's an auto success
Nice.
because Hister carried his limp body upstairs.
Oh, that's right.
Nice.
He goes,
Yeah, Dave. I'm just gonna take a few things, man. It's they won't even
Bro.
notice they're gone.
you're not even taking them. Like, here. It's on the house, man. Moves
Cool.
over. It's like, could ship myself on top of that bar. Pick me up like a rag doll.
And then I'm like,
I was
I'm
weightless in his arms.
yeah, Dave. That's great. I'm gonna grab
By
a
the
handful
way,
of straws too.
I'm not a gnome, and as you he tries to have this conversation, you guys get the fuck out.
Yeah, I grab a handful of straws. That's great, Dave. That's yep. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna leave.
He's like, he looks over at the random other patron that's up at the bar, like, and her name's definitely Linda. Linda's there at 8 a.m. precisely to 3 p.m. until she's got to go pick up her kids. And Dave looks back over and is like, Linda, do I look like a gnome? And he totally looks like David the gnome, but he's halfling sized. And that's the conversation you walk out on.
Real though, where can I find a bar open at 8 a.m.?
Fucking Brin Shander.
Yeah.
Shit's
Like I'm
cold.
moving to Canada.
It's fucking cold.
All right, we've got everything we need to get going. Do you think they have horses here?
Why are you?
We've got that. We've got that fucking. We got the fucking. What do you call that thing? The toboggan.
Yeah, let's go.
Toboggan.
The problem is the toboggan requires something to tow it.
I feel like horses might still be faster. Or maybe moose? Meese?
Mooses?
Moosies?
Mooses and Mises.
I'm not
What?
volunteering
Giant
Chiquios to
moose?
do this one. Nope, not doing it. I'm not doing it.
There is not enough wine for me to tow to Golden Fields.
Yes.
I have been trying to sober up since I got drunk as yak for days.
You deserve a rest.
I am still in process. I
Where
feel
do we get our moose Mises?
moose. Where do we get moose from?
Hey,
Did we have
hey,
horses when we came into town.
you're kind of
feel
friendly
like we
with
did.
the sheriff. Maybe he can get us something that'll tow us out there.
I will go ask him. Is he
Let's
still...
go.
Maybe if we just go say we're part of it, we can just find the local peace farm.
Hey, maybe if we give him a badge, he'll feel so self-righteous he'll give us some ponies to go along with it.
Yes, we can give the memories badge.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't need it anymore.
I need everyone to roll a perception check.
19.
Oof.
Nat 20.
The old,
20, not natural.
I guarantee the old man ain't seeing shit on this one.
Nice.
Mr. Nightcar!
Oh, shit.
Seven.
Mr. Nightcar!
Gosh dang it.
I'm so glad a 7 doesn't let me hear this.
Oh, no.
Everyone like, God, please shoot me.
Shit, this guy.
as you look back behind,
Oh god.
you actually see an entire double toboggan with Sirach at the helm
No.
with about 7 sled dogs in the front.
Ooh.
All right.
We'll look back to the
Pulling up
group,
the
guys.
reins.
Puppies.
I think I may have found our transportation here. What do you guys think?
Mr. Nightcock!
Oh shit! And I walk over.
Like you have to go talk to him.
Yeah, so I walk over there and what do you got here? Is this for us or you want to come with us? And kind of like looking at that cringy like
no.
face of like, oh
Mr.
god.
Nightcock. I would never presume. But if that's an invitation,
It's
Oh,
not.
it isn't.
It's not. It's not
That's
an
an
invitation.
Ruben picks up a small pebble and throws it at Nighthawk.
I look at him like that's not invitation. I think Mag needs you to stay here. Help with Cinnabons and things like that. You should definitely
that's certainly
stay here.
that was a force-fed idea by Mr. Hister that I should open up this bakery here based upon my skills.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, here's the deal. I don't want to go to wherever you're going.
Oh, well, that's good. You should stay here. That'd be great. You should stay here and
I am going to
and
stay
meet
here.
a Cinnabon guy.
I certainly am. However, I would like to loan you my full sled team.
That's
On
very
one-
kind of you.
On one condition.
Okay.
When you get
Let's hear
done, when you get done with all that willy-nilly in Golden Fields, I would like to be dropped off at Waterdeep, where I tried to get the first time.
Okay.
Can we all agree to that?
As long as we don't have to help you get the water deep. Deal.
I think he said he wanted to be dropped off at
That
Waterdeep.
was
which means
actually my entire condition was being dropped off at Waterdeep.
we'll need to get him
If we
there.
find your father, we send him to you.
Well,
Then you don't have to get the water deep where all the
I
city
would-
things are and scary people who will kill you and murder you and
as
you know,
much as
bludgeon
I
you
would
to
like,
death.
as much as I'd like to remain in a town, Ruby, that has been constantly bombarded by frost giants that are screaming my father's name, I still think it's in my best interest to try to get the fuck out of town. Pardon my French. I'm sorry, Miss Ruby. But I would I want to sell enough Cinnabons to where I can make my way out of here. And,
Fine. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's take the sled team. We'll come back. We'll get you to Waterdeep if we're alive, and then you can do whatever the hell you want to do.
At
maybe-
least T-Store will come back for you.
Maybe when we're in Waterdeep, I can tell you the rest of my father's associates.
You've been holding out on us.
And he cracks a big smile.
Kill this guy. Can I at least stab him once?
No.
Like, aside.
No.
No, I
No.
vote that you
Kill
can.
him.
You can.
No.
You can totally do it.
Like maybe. he
I'd say
died.
no.
Don't.
My eye,
No,
Henry's eye is
no.
twitching at this
I'm-
point. Just like
Hey,
twitching, looking at
hey.
him in anger.
Shirok, you have our word that we'll come back and take you to Waterdeep if we're alive when we get done in this
We're alive.
fucking hellhole.
You have my word that if you don't tell us what we want to know, when we come back, I will shove not one, but 2 wooden pickles inside of you.
That sounds. Just kill him. We don't need to sexually abuse him.
Leans over, looks over at you. Mr. Emery, I'm not scared of you anymore.
Ooh.
Oh.
Sorry.
And he leans back and he crosses his hands just for a brief period of time and looks back over at you and he goes, I've already had enough from an abusive father, and I certainly don't need to take it from you. He looks over, he goes, and have a good day, sir.
I'm gonna.
As he crosses his hands, no, I have nothing else to talk to you, nor do I have anything else to talk to you, Ruby. Goodbye, Mr. Hister. Goodbye, Mr. Nightclock. Goodbye, Mr. Chiquios. As he crosses his hands, he walks away.
I wanted
Good
to
for
cast Minor
him.
Illusion and make him hear the voice of his dad in the background.
You don't know
Don't.
the voice of his dad.
Shit.
Just let him be. It was a good moment for him.
It just took all my strength not
As-
to cast Ice Knife at him.
As you try to make a voice, he turns around and goes, you're still not half the man that he was, and he's a piece of shit.
Damn.
Damn!
Turns around and
Savage.
he goes, I hope you think about your father tonight. If you still got one. He turns around and he walks away.
I would totally cast Ice Knife, but you already stacked his deck. I already know what you've done here.
No, you gonna do it. Cast it.
So then I do.
Don't.
No.
Yep.
No.
already done.
No.
Nope.
I try.
We all go in
You
to
try.
intervene.
Yeah.
I try.
As your hands come up in the components, at this, everyone holds you back as just you hear crunch, 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 crunch of chubby, defiant snow as Sirach leaves behind his full double toboggan and sled team as Chiquios is laughing.
I will kill him.
You will not.
Just wait.
Next
What?
time we come back, you and I will not hang out. Rock. We'll go.
I
do
will kill him
something
and
else.
stuff him with lemons.
His carotid arteries will kill him before you ever attempt to, Emily.
You know what? He's worse than Jerry.
Oh shoot.
He's the new number one. Hanging out with Jerry all fucking day. Even that loser Chaz.
Got to stop picking fights with random things.
Fucking started it.
Hey, can we get on this toboggan
Yeah.
and go
Get the
before
hell out of here.
I want to swing this great axe into something while I still have this really cool fucking belt.
Oh, that's amazing. As Shirok stomps his way into the distance, you guys get onto the double toboggan with your newfound 7 sled dogs and begin to make your way south through the city. As you're making your way through the city, don't think you're leaving without supper!
Oh, God.
It yells out. Magdarin's off in the distance. You can actually see there's a zip line that runs through the center of town. You can actually see sliding down. There's an entire package of meals as if you were on a rail car. Sliding down
Let's go.
as you guys intercept it on the way out of Brin Shander,
Can I see her?
further south. Oh yeah, you could see her far in the distance.
I'm gonna do one of these. I'm gonna blow her a kiss as we get those meals.
You blow her a kiss. She gives you a twofold, and you can see Ziggy jumping around in the snow, nuzzling back and forth as Shirok is just making his way there with his crossed arms. It's the last sight that you see in the middle of Brin Shander as you guys depart. Go ahead and we'll take our last bathroom break for the day.
Perfect.
I fucking hate Zurok. As Emery and as me.
Oh, dude, can you imagine?
As both.
imagine.
And you know what?
I mean, I'm proud of him. but
Vollus
he's
fucking hates him
also-
too. I'm just gonna.
Also a jerk.
You know what? Wright hates
He's a
him too.
jerk.
All of my characters and me all hate him in every instance, in every universe.
Everyone's
I was really proud of him until that point.
Oh no! Everyone, yeah. Anybody who was a dick to him at the last moment, he made sure to put his foot down.
He lied to us, though.
I would ice knifed him through the mouth.
He lied to us. He lied to us about his father and the contacts and information that he knew that would be helpful to us. He's purposely withholding that information. He's an asshole. He's not an innocent kid. He's a jerk.
He's no longer the age
For
of innocence.
people that
is
saved
gone.
his life, he is a jerk. No, he was a jerk from the beginning then. Because he purposely held that information from the very beginning that he met us.
You are assuming that what he said was true.
Yeah, well, I guess so.
You're also assuming that everything he didn't do to survive on his own. Remember, survival is the number one driving force of any human entity or any entity that. I mean, come on. You think he's gonna show us everything because we saved him? Please.
A lot of people are looking for his dad. Who knows? Maybe he actually has a good relationship with his father. You never know.
Maybe he actually is his father and he's just playing this kid because magic is some bullshit and he's a
Magic
shapeshifter.
is some bullshit.
I'm just saying there's 100 possibilities right now and we're only looking at the surface bullshit. So, you know, who knows where this story will go? Only God does, aka the DM.
Don't like being lied to.
What do you know? Maybe we didn't get lied to. Maybe he just
lied
threw that at the
earlier.
end. Maybe he threw that at the end just
Well,
to
he's
just,
lying
just
at
to
some
screw
point
with
in
us.
time. Either he's lying now or he lied earlier that he didn't do anything. Either way, he's a fucking liar.
You kicked him off a plateau.
We saved his ass.
You
did kick him off a plateau, and I had to
kicked
say,
him
I
off
had
of
to
a
catch him.
plateau. You're
You've always treated him like human garbage. This is what you
Saved him.
get. This is what you get.
some things come to roost.
Oh my God. So absolutely amazing.
Yeah, Sherrod got kicked in the ground.
That was way later.
I think what you're doing right now is making up motivation for why you made him this way now.
No.
I don't think this was the long play.
He just
You
said,
you just wait till
no.
I find out what his dad looks and sounds like.
You have no idea, but you have assumptions.
Mm-hmm.
Just wait till I find out, till we find his dad.
Oh, this is going to be interesting when we find his dad. If we find his dad, I mean, who knows? His dad could be in the other town, the town that I wanted to go to. Instead, we're going to chase the tail end of the giants. Yeah, that's what I thought. Don't have much to say now, do you, mother? Do you? Huh?
What? No, I stopped
I could say
listening
a
for
lot
a
of
second. I'm
stuff.
sorry. What was your statement? Okay, whatever. I don't know why we would ever trust some random person running away anyway.
I don't think he ran away. I think he just walked away with his arm crossed.
No, like earlier when we saved him the first time. He was running away.
I'm telling you, because he is Artis Semper. He's a
Either way.
shapeshifter.
I
He's
don't know why we
playing.
should treat.
He's
I
playing
don't
dumb.
think he's been a good person from the beginning. So
So if he really
I think
is
that's
Artis
exactly what
Semper,
Emery's picking up on. Is that he's
Yeah.
a piece of shit.
if he is
a
Artis
liar.
Semper and he's shapeshifting as his own son, this guy is fucking deep. So
I mean, he's choosing to make all these bad choices, and he's making these actions that screw us over. From choosing to run away. I mean, he is. He's He's not a good guy.
Our
hold
choice
to
to
that.
chase him. Our choice to chase him.
So what? Why did we say no to Emery's ice knife then?
Yeah.
Because you guys don't. Well, aside from Emery or aside from Ruby, nobody else just goes around murdering people.
Yeah.
He hasn't murdered anybody in a while. All right. Misdirection.
I just if only you knew what his dad sounded like.
Oh, dude, only if you knew what he sounded like.
If only I knew.
Mm-hmm.
Rob's hearing all this like, what the fuck?
No,
Enjoy your kiss, Rob.
he's hearing this and laughing, going. It's
shit.
just, all over the urinal.
He's definitely playing a bigger role in this than I anticipated.
But that's the thing. You never know who you meet, who's going to be a piece of it. Like Jerry and Chaz, they were supposed to die at the beginning. We carried them through 3 fights and ended up benefiting us.
Yeah,
on the
because
last
they
one.
Yeah, the healing and all that.
He ended up being a field medic to get our fucking asses out of the dirt.
Hey,
Who knows what
cheered
might
them
come
on.
back?
I read them right from the beginning.
No, we'll see. We'll see. Lots gonna happen between now and when we get to this new town.
I think that he's only around because we don't like him.
Yeah.
We don't like Jerry. He's still alive too.
I don't like Jerry. You guys love Jerry.
Do we? Or does the
Jerry.
community love
The
Jerry?
community loves Jerry, 100%.
I like Jerry.
You guys had no problem with Jerry. Emery just fucking hates Jerry.
I was a fan of Jerry. Everybody else may have been neutral. I was pro Jerry.
Wallace really hated Chaz. And stole from Jerry, was indifferent to him, but stole his swords.
That was such a great move too. That's when I backed him down. You stole his swords.
He was unconscious, I think, knocked down or something. I was like, I'm gonna take his
that's
sword while he's
right.
down.
That's right, because you tried to pull him from him the first time, and then you waited till he was out, and then you ripped his swords off him, and you
tried
showed
to take
it to him as we were
Chaz's
leaving.
swords first, and then Jerry got knocked unconscious, and that's when I stole Jerry's short swords. Jerry didn't even notice until we were in like the battle.
My God.
Hearing you guys theory craft is the greatest shit ever.
Hey, prepare for everything.
It's fantastic. It's so good. Zach Morris is trash.
So who's Zach Morris?
Do you like Jerry? That's funny. Community vote.
He was helpful.
Right.
Yes. You guys just like scumbags. It's fine.
Jerry actually fought for us, though.
He was super
with
nice
us.
to everybody. Well, he was like,
Was he?
he wanted to be a dancer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jerry,
he wanted to
Jerry.
be a dancer, but he had some suppressed issues. He had some daddy problems.
Yeah, so we just keep getting worse and worse daddy problems, apparently.
Seems to be a reoccurring issue.
Yeah. I see a theme.
Hold on.
we-
Captain RoBear.
Do we need to talk about your father?
Yeah, the next character that brings up their
No.
dad, I'm just killing him.
I'm fine. I just grew up in Missouri. There's a lot of daddy issues around me. Mine,
Your father.
Oh my god.
All right. So,
Impressive. Most impressive. But you're not a Jedi yet.
we'll pick up where we left off of you guys cresting outside of Brin Shander, passing the outlying sugar shacks of Mama Francis and her gang. With a fresh meal in tow, you guys are headed to Golden Fields. You guys are currently on the double toboggans at the very first start of this journey. If there's anything that you want to RP and talk between the group, now is the time.
Ruby pulls out or asks, does anybody have some paper and a pencil. Do they have pens and pencils in this world, or do I have to do like an inkwell?
Just what I have in my bag.
What do you need it for?
To write a letter.
Who are you writing a letter to? Who do you know?
People.
I don't think I don't have any. I got nothing on me. Let me check the bag. Look through the bag of holding. Find nothing. Nope.
I don't have anything on me.
Chikios pulls out an ink and quill.
It's easy to carry around. Perfect.
He goes, this will be difficult. No?
Well, it needs to happen.
He hands them
Am I-
over to
am
you.
I- Who's driving this toboggan, by the way?
I'm flying above, so
What on earth is happening in the background? Like, it sounds like boxes are getting like kicked or thrown.
Background of who?
Somebody have some really loud like fan or something going on.
No.
I heard some pounding. It sounded like a hammer, but I have no idea where it was coming
Yeah,
from.
I have no idea where that was coming from.
something hit my desk. My desk.
Oh,
So.
that's what it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I hit my desk a minute. Yeah, that could
Yeah.
have
I
been
will,
was
I will be
like,
regally driving this
what?
thing.
The fuck is that? Yeah. Okay. Yes.
That's what it was.
I'll be regally driving in in Arnor style with the reins in
Yes.
hand and.
All right, so if you're driving, I'm gonna offer up my back to Ruby so she can put her paper and write on it.
Oh, thank you.
I'm just like flying above the group, kind of doing my normal like scouting thing.
Go ahead and make a performance check, Ruby. Actually, no. I'll let you make a dexterity check.
All right, that is 24.
24. Most people, this would be incredibly difficult, but we got a long way to go and a short time to get there. You were able to knock out this letter.
Yeah. It's like it's a couple pages. It's a small book.
Hister, how long do you stay and use your back for this novella?
Forever.
I'm bracing one hand on the base of the toboggan and the other on the driver. So I'm fully tripoded up, trying to give her the best support I can.
Thank you.
I'm finally going to use minor illusion to create the sound of native drums in the distance.
You're gonna do polyrhythms again on
Yep.
the back of Chikios?
Probably the drums driving the dogs.
Fair.
Chikios is I'm actually going to cast Goodberry and I'm actually mashing a container of berries because I gotta make a new set of wine. So I'm just getting down on it. Seems like a good time as any.
I'm gonna lean back, driving the carriage. Seriously though, Ruby, who are you riding? What are you riding back there? What is that?
I'm writing back to home.
Where?
I haven't sent them any information in a very long time, so I thought I should send them something.
You have
Tell them that I'll be going to what is it, the Water Deep, and that if they want to
Goldfields.
send me contact, they could reach me there.
What? Wait, you have a. Where are you from? I just assumed you didn't have a home.
Well, I mean, I grew up somewhere. I don't really have a home now, but that's never been important to me.
Where was that at?
Why did you have to ask me that? Man.
Where'd you?
I was trying to
Mud
look
cat.
at- I'm not gonna look up in my notes.
welcome to my world, Miss
I wrote something
Miss
down.
Ruby. What is Man, for some reason your shit is
Right.
really hot, Nighty.
Really? Is
Yeah, like everything. Like I'm just picking up. It's really strange.
that me? Really?
Is it?
Yep, it is.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, let me,
Clock, 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 clock,
Yeah, it's
clock.
like yeah.
let me
It's
turn it down just a minute.
Where? So like, where
I'll
did
turn
you
down
come
the game
from
a
then?
little bit.
I just came from much further away. I was born out on the beach actually. That's why
In
I got my
Cheyenne.
name.
Oh, the beach.
Well,
Why are you writing a letter? Let's just go there. That sounds nice.
we have something we have to do. Don't forget.
We could just take a break, go to the beach instead.
Well, you would not want to finish this, huh?
Well, I mean, it's a pretty long journey we're taking here. Could just leave it all behind, go to the beach.
That doesn't sound very good, but it's a nice thought.
What are you gonna do on the beach, Dad Bod? The college girls ain't drunk enough yet.
Why do you think I brought all those lemons?
Ugh.
You're gonna need more than lemons to get them to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
And the vodka and the sugar.
Hey, you know what? It's not 20 years ago. Lemon drops aren't in anymore. You're gonna have to find something new to drink.
Also, this doesn't sound good. You don't get people drunk to get them to talk to you. If they don't like you already, maybe just focus on somebody who likes you already as is.
I don't understand. I'm gonna keep driving. I'm gonna keep driving. I'm just gonna turn back around. I don't get it.
But whatever. Can't help you. Nope.
I was
Not
gonna keep
touching
driving. Listen to the drums.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's see here. Where's it at? I'm honest to God trying to look on the fucking map like where the location of fucking Golden Fields is.
Oh, God.
In
How far
Fair
are we
Run.
actually
The F are
from
we
there?
going?
Theater of the mind. It's wherever you want it to be.
This is very true, and that's how it's gonna. This is
It's right here.
Here's a
Look at it.
here's a
We
here's a
made it.
DM note for you. Sometimes you just gotta make shit up. So
This moment of
Yeah.
pause brought to you by DM Unpreparation.
I found it. So yeah, it is directly south.
Okay.
Because it is directly south, and I figured it was, but I still want to look and share this moment with everybody else. Going, I don't fucking know where this is.
We don't know where we're going. No one knows.
It was gonna be. I was gonna rule it south regardless. But I wanted to know how long these sled toboggan dogs would hold up before it gets marshy.
That's the real problem.
You know?
Nightcock, you see anything up there? Anything we need to be aware of that's coming in front of us? All looks clear up here. I think we're good.
Go ahead and keep writing, Ruby. Whatever you need to get done, just get it done.
Thank you.
My shoulders are starting to get sore.
I'll write faster then, sorry. I haven't written home ever, so I thought I should include everything. I'm even telling them about you guys,
Oh,
so it's not always nice.
leave out the part about Yancy Ben and all that. They don't need to know that.
Yeah, we won't say that part. As far as they know, we're very strong and we've had great adventures and won everything. That's the nice part. When you're the storyteller, you can make it whatever you want.
Love it. Is there anything else that you guys want to do while you are in the on that toboggan headed south?
Good.
All right. Good. You guys begin to crest south down the main highway in Faerun, headed towards the grain belt of Golden Fields. We're going to go ahead and fast forward time just a little bit. And
Sorry.
Mr. Withers.
Scooby-Doo ending, please.
and we're gonna have you make your way, much like Caustic Phoenix, Oregon Trail, very prophetic. Oregon
That
Trail.
didn't end well. I don't know if you watched the end of that stream.
And what I learned was platonic
They all
love can't exist
died.
between two men.
I love that. So good.
Our adventuring crew is able to make their way into the outskirts of Golden Fields. At this point, in a very highly modified toboggan. Still with all the doges intact.
Doggies.
The doggies have made it. The doggies have been well fed. Thanks to Caustic Phoenix, Ruby Shore's excellent hunting, she's fed everyone with delicious tender squirrel meat.
You're welcome. It's kept you alive and made sure you didn't get dysentery.
Squirrel. The entire party has been fed off of squirrel and dumplings. Now,
You're welcome.
for the better part of a week.
Oh
I
God.
always, every morning, you just wake up and I bring the dead squirrel in my mouth and I set it on your chest.
That's canon.
You get squirrel every morning.
Squirrel every morning. Fresh squirrel.
Oh my
Fresh-
God.
Fresh kill right there on the chest.
I can only live on squirrel meat for so long.
Yeah.
Oh, surprisingly, squirrel and dumplings will sustain you for quite some time. And
Ew.
it's just
You might get the shits, but it will sustain you.
Thank you. Anybody who's had a lot of squirrel understands that point. Squirrel
That's a
will
real
give you the fucking shits like nothing else.
I did not know. I thought you were joking.
no.
Squirrel is just the nastiest when it comes to BMs.
That's so gross.
I'm learning so much.
Quite delicious though.
Never had that experience with squirrel.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Oh man, it wrecks me. Squirrels and jalapenos, I'm done.
Jalapeno,
yes, the jalapenos.
the California version. Maybe it's the pinos, bro.
Yeah. What do they feed the squirrels out there in
Yeah,
California?
yeah, fucking
These nuts.
hot peanuts, hot nuts.
Oh God. That was good.
These
Touche.
hot nuts.
These hot nuts.
Oh man.
All normal stuff. Very normal stuff.
Oh my God.
As you
This
guys
episode's way off the rails.
begin
A little.
cresting into more and more agricultural area. At this point, the toboggan has been put up on wheels. Thanks to Tigios's mending.
Ooh.
You guys have actually turned this into a makeshift cart at this point. Still pulled by all the doges. You guys have been able to make your way past several fields of varying grains. But as you approach closer into the area, you begin to notice a general scarring of the earth. And as you go further and further in, you begin to notice entire fields raised. As you pass by with the Doge cart, you can see a scarecrow, what's left of it, partially burnt, limp, torn to the side, burlap sack face, partially melted off with what is left of the charred straw that stuffed it at one point in time, that came probably from a small child's hand, billowing out onto the ground. As you turn and look left, continue to pull in further into the grain belt, you can still see the smoldering smoke of a town in the distance. And you look and you can see these fields. What's odd about them is they've been prematurely harvested, where you can see the corn, the wheat, things have been harvested prematurely and then just scorched.
Can I ask a question to Nightcock?
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you something.
What you got?
We saw frost giants using dragons as beasts of burden. The hill giants use dragons as well?
Roll a history
Yeah.
check.
You want me to roll or history roll it?
No, he's asking you. So you roll it,
Okay.
Nettie.
17.
17. 90. I can't remember. Did you have a conversation with Ruby Shore before this event? No, you weren't. You weren't there at all.
Hmm.
You understand that where there's food, there's hill giants.
Okay.
And if there's one place that would be terrorized by a set of giants, hill giants in particular, the same giants that tried to eat Valis, Golden Fields within the grain belt would be the place to do it.
Yeah, so I mean, history, definitely. You know, this place is you know, full of food, full of life. It's was yeah, but it's a great target for some giants. So, you know, my part, you asked about the fire and the dragon. My thought, what about the dragon that we let go?
Do you think the dragons did this?
I don't know.
Were they using dragons or did the people burn it? I'm just trying to figure out what happened here. Trying to figure out what's going on this battlefield.
Giants don't know how to harvest, right? Like they wouldn't do the tools; they would just
Eat.
right?
And
This
each
doesn't
giant I
seem
met
normal.
never asked questions, just ate what he wanted and left.
Right.
They will take whatever they want.
So why would you prematurely cut the crop? And if you didn't burn it, who did? So did the townsfolk burn it?
What else did Sir Beric tell you, Ruby?
Oh gosh, I was drinking that night.
You just-
Oh,
This is as much meta as it is in the game, Ruby.
great.
It's okay.
He was talking about. I mean, well, the
What?
giants had attacked here.
What happens to a town after
Oh.
giants attack? You know that
That
you know that giants have attacked here.
Right.
You know that this premature harvest is 100% due to giants.
Oh. Oh. Well, I know that. Just knew that they pillaged the town essentially and take. I just didn't know giants were capable. Like I would just think like they would raise the fields and messily take everything, but I didn't know that giants have harvesting capabilities. I guess.
Well, they just take
But
what
they're
they
that
want.
refined. Okay, so that's what it looks like in the fields, that they've just taken everything.
But yeah, but the raising does seem odd.
Mm-hmm. Maybe the giants had the townsfolk gather the food for them. I'm really clueless.
Maybe
Yeah, me too. I'm
I'll
sorry.
look around and maybe it's like Nightstone, that giants came and then maybe the goblins afterwards.
That makes sense to me, that they hand that along. I think that would be happen.
I don't know. Happened to Nightstone that way. The giants attacked and then the goblins took advantage. So maybe somebody came here and took advantage of the rest of their resources.
Emery, look at what's here, though. They had enough time to harvest before they burned. If we're assuming that the townsfolk burned this food.
It's not burned.
I don't know.
It's been harvested.
Just been taken.
I'm just
Prematurely
throwing ideas.
harvested.
I don't know.
You think maybe the townspeople like kind of like sense like some type of danger, maybe, and like harvested and
I think
I need everyone to make a perception check.
my strength.
15.
4.
Oh, shit. I'll take that one. That's 18
Perception?
for once. High roll on perception. Let's go.
13.
Mister, as you talk, speak to the rest of the group. Look out over into a distant field. You see something almost golem-like. A very statuary-like machine that appears to be charred. You direct the wagon and doges over to its direction into the field. And what you see is some sort of mechanical wooden golem. Some sort of mechanical harvesting device.
Can I do a history check on it? That is a 19.
Look at it. Nothing like you've ever seen before. 100% wooden. You can see it has a large harvesting basket behind it. It absolutely appears golem and humanoid in nature. And it looks like it's frozen in place and charred where it's at.
You guys ever seen anything like this before?
I have not seen anything. That's very strange looking. How tall is it?
How tall is it? It is over 12 feet tall. It is massive.
Wow.
I mean, it is golem. It is a massive wooden golem.
What kind of technology was the society using out here?
Can I get a walk up to it and investigate to see if I can figure out like how it works?
Yeah, go ahead and give an investigation check.
23.
23. You look over the specimen. It's a surreal scene because there's still smoke rising up in the fields all around you, and it's giving off, even though it's cresting into later in the evening, there's just this amber soot color of a devastated area as you inspect this, and as you look at it, I mean, it checks out. Every piece of it looks mechanical in nature. Like, you can see it, you could move parts on it. It's a very intricate, put together wooden machine, but you don't understand how it's powered, how it was powered. There appears to be no source of power inside this. You look, there's no crystal, there's nothing. It's just wood.
I don't understand how this thing's supposed to work. Can I do a history check on it to see if I recognize anything about it?
Yeah, I'll do the same.
19.
And it's a history check.
Mm-hmm.
22.
You guys look over this thing. You have never seen anything like this before in your entire life. It looks like a mechanical, like, shield guardian, defensive golem, anything but a harvester. Why would anybody ever, to your own mind, who could afford to have anything like this?
Well, this
You understand that you look at it, you're like, this is, whatever this was, it had to be powered by magic. And whoever could afford anything like this is of substantial wealth.
this just kind of adds more questions here, because we got this thing, and it's I mean, obviously it looks like whatever was harvested in the field, but it's burnt now too, like the rest of everything else. So I mean, it's
What's
kinda just
making
like,
what's making it go, Emery? What was its power source?
I mean, it looks like magic, honestly. Like, it doesn't, there's nothing else that would, just wood. So
If
wouldn't
it is magic, I might be able to identify it, but I mean, to what end?
I don't know
Perhaps
if it's
finding
magic
the people
or
here, or that might serve us better.
I think maybe we need to just go see if there's anybody in town and like just ask if we can. Like,
Well,
obviously we could stand here all day thinking about what happened, but we're never gonna know unless we go find somebody who, you know, is from here.
how far is town from where we are right now?
You guys are about 5 miles outside of Golden Fields proper.
Oh crap.
That's good.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out because at this point I'm thinking we might want to sneak into Golden Fields, but 5 miles, I mean, that's a long sneak.
We could also separate and come from different sides of the city.
I'm not so keen about separating. Break us up, we get into a fight,
That's fair.
2-on-2, maybe 2-on-3, we're all dead.
Yeah, I just don't see what kind of answers we could possibly have here with, you know, Just more questions than answers here in
Let's
these fields.
let's press forward slowly. See if we can find any more hints on exactly what happened here.
I'm
Yeah, I
down for
agree.
that.
Hey, Nightcock.
Yeah.
Go up, but be quiet. See if you can see anything as we press forward as slowly as we can. We're gonna try and be as stealthy as possible. We don't know what's in front of us.
Nightcock. This is a grain belt devoid of places to hide beside some tree rows. Literally, the only places to stealth within the sky are between clouds of smoke and literal clouds within the air. It will be incredibly difficult to go unnoticed.
Okay. Mm. Yeah, guys. So I've got might have some issues being stealthy here, but I still feel like I'd. You know, what do you guys think? I still think I need to kind of trek a little bit above us here, maybe see if I could see out further.
Wait, you got a place to hide or not?
I wouldn't say very good. A very good chance to hide.
Don't.
Okay.
We give you up. They take a shot at you. We're in trouble. Stay down here, and we'll press forward as quietly as we can. I don't want to lose another person today, especially that fucking Goblin King's here.
So I come back down and kind of more with the group now, instead of hovering up above.
All right, let's move
point,
in.
We're going to press forward at a slower pace, being very, very, very cautious about what's in front of us.
I will have one person make a roll for a stealth check.
Shit.
Whoever you believe has the best control of this toboggan.
Oh shit! It's between
I have a
me
pretty
and
good
Emery right
stealth.
now.
And
So
this
is it
is
stealth or
this-
animal handling?
This is going to be animal handling.
Not so.
Oh, that's
Not so
Mine
good.
is only +1. So.
I have a +4 on animal handling.
I'm. You know what? We're gonna let you do
Plus
this,
4?
Yeah.
Nikon. You're gonna come down.
To the animals.
He is a bird man. He's gonna handle himself.
Yeah.
So
What?
you're gonna come
Gotta
down.
handle all
You're
this.
gonna roll on this one, my dude. This is your
All right.
chance.
All right, that's +4, 15, 19.
19. They will those animal will now respond to your general stealth check.
Okay.
You need to make a stealth roll now as you
Okay.
take the reins.
Can I help him with my proficiency?
Well, I've got 24 because I got a +6 stealth. So
It's all him at the reins. 24. You take expert control
Yeah.
let's go.
over this toboggan. Let's get some fucking let's goes and shit in the chat
Luck,
on
man.
that. That's
It's all
clutch.
you.
Yeah. The only good things I really have good modifiers on.
As you creep into town slowly, you begin to see as it crests towards the evening, just the amber sunset you can see still turns to fire. Golden Fields has been burning for a while. Still burning. It's like those surreal scenes from the Gulf when the oil fields were lit for days. The haunting images of amber, red, and yellow flickered in to the horizon, juxtaposition to the darkness of the rest of the horizon. That's the scene as you roll in to Golden Fields. As you tuck back by one of the few hedgerows that's still left, a tree line that's been untouched by flame or man, Nighthawk is able to expertly guide the toboggan in with the 7 doges. Be able to tuck in and dismount underneath a large weeping willow. We're currently off the toboggan, looking towards a city small in stature, but you understand that the true wealth of Golden Fields relies in exactly that, where you came from. Comes from its agricultural surroundings. The city is the trade center. You guys are currently all underneath that tree. Whatever you would like to do right now, you need to let me know.
Can I scale the tree a little bit and see if I can get a better shot at what's going on in the city?
Absolutely.
What am I rolling on?
Athletics check.
Jesus God. Holy fuck, that's a 29.
Oh. Like a monkey.
One hand your way up.
Unnecessary.
Look out. I want you to make a stealth check while you're up inside the tree.
Stealth check? Oh, it's that 20. Let's go. Number 2 for the night.
Dang.
Nice.
Drop those 20s in the chat.
Let's
Boom.
go.
Look across the city. That almost appears pillaged completely. Difference. There's some sort of makeshift large tent, almost circus in size. It relies in the center. This looks like a Nightstone 2.0, but worse. There was more stakes. And as you stare out, you see absolutely numerous wooden golems like you saw before in the field operating.
Oh, shit.
What are they doing? Just harvesting?
Can I do a perception check on what they're doing?
What's your roll?
Shit. It's an 8.
Can't make out what's going on. But you can see there's a lot of them. And there's some serious activity within that city.
Can we, from where we're at, can we see?
You don't know anything. I got to come back down first.
Oh,
Hold on. So I'm gonna climb back down from the tree and tell you guys exactly what I've seen. Big circus-esque tent in the middle. No people that I can make out. And a bunch of those golems. We just saw those 12-foot giant wooden golems doing something. But I don't know what. And I don't know for who.
who was operating the golems?
Couldn't see. Couldn't tell. Don't know. All I know is that the entire city looks deserted. There's something in the middle of the city that looks like a circus tent. And there's a bunch of those wooden golems, like the one we passed back there, doing something that I do not know what it is. And I cannot imagine they're friendly. So if we're going to do this, if we're going to go in there, we're going to find out. We need to find the most opportune way to get at them. We need to take those things down one at a time, because a 12-foot tall wooden fucking monster could be death for most of us.
Maybe we should go back to the one we found and see how we could take it apart, perhaps.
I don't really see how that'll help us because I mean, it seems like it was run by magic. So how's that gonna do any good?
There's
Even
that
if we know.
many, I can learn how to use them.
I mean, but even then, like, maybe it's not a magical item. Maybe it's just run by magic.
I
If
agree.
it's imbued by magic, that also works for me.
Chiquios, what do you know about magic running things like these?
Know about magic? Running wooden constructs? It's hard. God. If I were a betting man, I would say that whatever the raising of the city has begun seems to be very organized. Even more organized than the fall of Nightstone. While I have a bloodlust for the Goblin King, it appears more than just goblins. It's my 2 cents.
If it's goblins, there's something else here that's working.
What else is capable of managing these magical infused creatures?
Goblins are perfectly capable of doing so.
I just don't. We're never gonna know until we get closer.
All right, then.
I know it's dangerous, but we might just need to go on foot and try to get a better look.
Emery, this is one of those few times I'll actually agree with you. We need to go as quiet as possible. See what we got up
Let's
just a
go
little
for
bit
it.
further.
I agree.
I need everyone to roll a perception check.
20,
12.
not nat.
Oh, good job.
9.
I'm at 16.
Anybody else better than that dirty 20?
Dirty 20.
See.
Emery,
Oh no.
You're the first person to catch earshot. And see and hear a patrol wading through the fields. As you turn and look, you can see it's a mixture. Goblins, bugbears, ogres, and one large wooden mechanical golem.
I'm gonna. How big are ogres compared to people in this? Are they different size? The same size?
They're massive.
Okay.
They're not giant massive,
Yeah. What about
but they're
bugbears?
large. Bugbears can range. Bugbears are they're like 6'6" to 6'9".
Same size or no?
What's that?
The same like size class as a man? No.
Bugbears are like the size of NBA players.
Okay. So then still same
What-
size class then.
Bugsy Bugs.
Yeah. Mugsy bugs.
This is
I love it.
good.
I'm-
Ogres are massive. You didn't encounter them, but the mud pit crew did.
Right.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that's the 10 to 15
He
foot range.
remembers.
Addicted to soda.
I'm gonna look at the party and say, hey, out there on a point, and I'm gonna look at them, and I'm gonna point over to those people, and I'm gonna say, go with this, and I'm gonna change into a bugbear and also cast disguise self to be wearing, something similar to whatever they're wearing. I'm gonna change into a kind of a larger bear than.
All right, disguise self. You're not able to change the height property, correct?
No, but I can change appearance and cast disguise self.
Yeah. So you're still gonna come off as a very small bugbear.
No.
A baby.
I mean, this disguise self is to make my weapons and property or my armor and stuff look like theirs. The change appearance would be to, if they're as long as they're the same size as me, size class, then I can change into them. That's why I asked.
I will double check that. I'm
I don't know. Like compared if they're the same,
Teenage
if they're,
bugbear?
like, considered large, or medium, or small, whatever.
Bugbears are they're a medium. You can do that.
Okay, so I'm a bugbear, disguised self as well to again wear something similar to their clothing, so it would blend in with them, and their weapons and stuff, and I'm going to take the reins from the cart, the toboggan, and say just go with me here and tie up everyone else. Tie their hands up loosely, very, very loosely.
Oh God. This could go so bad, but I like it.
Wow. I don't believe I'm going along with this, but I am.
I like it.
Don't believe I'm going along with this, but I'm totally doing it.
What are you,
Hey.
Imri? You know the tongue of these people.
Oh no.
Oh, didn't think that far.
No, I don't think I do.
We are doomed.
But did you think you would just walk in and say, "Hello, I have people"?
You know what? Let's goblins speak common, right?
Mulakcha! Sharatara!
Yeah.
As the rest of the group has fallen in line, Emery in his bugbear form has walked out to the rest of this patrol in a language that he does not understand.
Shit.
This is where we will pick up next Friday.
Yes,
I like it. I like it though. I like it.
Sometimes you're Sylvester Stallone and you just gotta fucking go with your gut, bro.
Ice Knife 2.0. Might as well be.
I totally, you know what? But we fucking all backed your play on that one. So, you know, despite
did.
Ice Knife,
I don't know.
we're all behind you.
It,
Yeah.
we just allowed it to happen.
We're like this.
I
Gotta
don't
make
think I was
sense.
advocating
Hey, you
for
know
it, but I
what?
didn't stop it.
At the very least, it might give us a surprise round.
You know what? I'll take that. And in a sentiment I'll share with you off stream, you'll understand further about my psyche on this.
Possibly go wrong.
I mean, honestly, it was considering your time, it's 4:21 a.m. It's whatever move you guys make. Whatever chess move, it could take another 20 minutes or it could have been done within there. It was we were gonna go ahead and put a bow on it and go ahead and wrap up for next weekend.
cool.
It just happened, and once everybody was like, "Well, I'm gonna do it. Well,
Just fuck it.
well,
Why not? You never
Hashtag
know.
butt fuck it.
One way to find out if this is gonna
Can we
work.
get a Randy laugh, please, for this one?
Yeah.
oh my god! Thanks for all the new folks joining us.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Holy crap.
Center tile for you. That's awesome.
Nice.
About time some D&D got on center tile.
Yes,
you.
sir.
By the way, you guys are amazing. It's in the middle of the night. Everybody else here has worked a full fucking day. And you guys, we're not even all at the same time zones. Thank you guys for just like bringing it. Like it's like there's not a lot of people who could do that at the end of their workday in the middle of the night. You guys do fucking awesome.
Randy strode in to help. Get
Yeah.
out of here.
I thought you needed some help with these giant harvesters. I know exactly what they do. Why
Yeah.
stop telling them to
I
help us?
created them.
Like, dude, a lot of great moments from this episode.
Yeah, good job.
Didn't know that Ruby was gonna help set the tone at the very beginning of the episode
Good
at
job.
all. It was
Good
like,
job.
Happened.
I don't know if you know this, Captain RoBear, but Ruby's kind of a badass.
yeah, Ruby is a badass. And we got to open the box, and it was like, oh shit. Yeah, like I was watching
My
Shander,
dick in
like,
the box.
fuck, shit just got heavy. Shit just got intense. And I saw you, Cossack. You're like, sorry, I didn't know it was
I
gonna
didn't
get
mean to.
so intense.
It was not the plan to go intense.
For me, I knew it was gonna be something like, it had to be something meaningful within the
Yeah.
box. Well,
Yeah.
what was it? And actually, you can kind of see my my thought process on this. I actually posted within the Discord. I posted a really old picture. I posted a 16-year-old picture from my senior trip day, and that's actually
Aw.
part of the inspiration on the Markham locket.
That's cute.
That's cool.
Was that it was, you know, it's actually a picture of people that I'm not very close to anymore, and some of them that we live in different areas and we see each other, you know, once a year. and
That's hard, though.
it was a fun little thing to draw from to create that scene, and you know, to show those characters at a younger, more youthful time, a time when things were simpler, and it was cool because it got to parlay, and it all worked out within that moment. I had no idea what I was gonna do for it, and it set the tone for the fucking episode. So thank you, Ruby. It was fucking awesome.
That was good.
It was really good. It was super intense, but
Just a bit outside.
yeah, you
Just
guys
one, a whole bag of them.
yeah. And I'm wearing a puka shell necklace, so if you're not in the Discord, enjoy me in a puka shell necklace.
Oh, dude. That's...
Oh,
channel is
I
that
was
in?
looking
Yeah,
for
what
it,
channel?
but I've already seen it, so you know.
Which channel?
Style.
Channel's that in?
It's just in general chat.
Ah,
It's just it's me in Mexico.
very
It's
nice.
18-year-old RoBear in Mexico.
Let's go.
Yeah, man. Puka shell and all.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's good times.
Good
Oh
shit,
my!
man.
Can we play this campaign like twice a week? Fuck me, I don't want to wait. I so don't want to wait.
You and me
The
both.
funny thing is, that's what you said last week.
I
Last
still
week
don't
we
wanna
ended with,
wait.
"I can't wait till next Friday."
I don't want to wait at all, man. It's so good. You
7
guys,
days a week.
you guys add so much extra shit and flavor to it all. Like everybody's competing for storyteller time, and it's fucking awesome.
Can I ask a very inside question? How fast, in your mind, when we started this episode, did you want to get us to Golden Fields?
Yeah, I was wondering that too, because like, was this supposed to be like mainly role playing, or was it supposed to be half and
I
half?
know you always improv, but I
You just
I
kind of
know there's
let it
always
go
kind of
with-
a
Yeah.
loose structure. Like, how
Yeah.
fast did you want to get us there? Because whatever it was, we completely fucked it up.
Nope.
Just
You
doing
guys-
our own thing.
You guys always give me way too much credit. I have basic constructs. I continually tell people over and over again, and people want to collaborate all the time with like writing and shit like that. I'm not. I work it out at the table. I will tell every single one of you before this, there were maybe a few basic principles. Rest of it, I worked all out at the table.
So good. That right there,
There's a
sir, is
few-
what makes you
there's-
a exceptional DM.
There's a
Yes.
few basic
Yeah.
things, and that's it. There's no way I could run D&D 3-4 times a week.
Yeah.
Why,
Well,
if
you're doing a phenomenal job.
You mean you don't script 4 shows a week?
scripted.
Wait, hold on.
I go
Where's
off.
that fourth show? We only have 3 right now.
I know, yeah. Where's the fourth show? We're getting there, but I go off what
Where's that
your
Wild West
energy.
one shot?
Yeah, like what do you like? Okay, you guys want to do this. Well, we're gonna go do that. Okay, you guys want to do this. Well, we're gonna go do that. Like it's not. Like I said, it's stockpile fucking names. It's stockpile things that you want to do, and like then you start to piece it together. When you build it that way, like I much prefer it because it's group storytelling. Otherwise, then it's just me. Then you're trying to live in my story. This is everybody's story, so everybody can make up. Everybody can say just like Nighty did a great, fucking awesome thing. The first thing he did in his scene, he told me exactly what fucking went down in his scene. He didn't need me one bit. Woke up and found up a rolled up picture of fucking Randy. Had it. You can do that. You can. Everybody can do that. That's something you can do. Like, and you learn like, you know, not to step over bounds with that. Like, it's a give and a take. When you do that, you're like, okay, I'm still want to improv within this area, and I don't want to go too far. But yeah, that's something simple. Here, it's already been said. There's posters of it. Perfect. I snag one. Like, that's a great example of being able to add to the world without having to ask me for permission. Like that. Once you get to that point, commission that
Don't
on
you
piece.
dare.
Once you get to that
You know
spot,
you're a bugbear and you don't speak bugbear.
yeah.
Hey, but you know what? Everybody else goes along with you.
Plan.
But bugbears also speak common, so
That's what I thought. Everyone seems to.
Yeah.
Until
Oh,
they
he's saying,
don't.
I didn't know what a bugbear looked like. That looks terrifying.
I mean, until you have to make the LeBron James like handshake of bugbears, then you're totally fucked.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
Oh,
It
God.
wasn't just like a well-organized group that we just discovered or something.
No, and to truly answer your question, Radio, this could have been in combat within 20 fucking minutes.
That's what I thought.
It could have been. I was ready if I had to.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well, thank you for what you do in letting us tell our own stories, because one of the things that I pointed out in our break was that how each one of us are very attached to our characters and the investment in our characters, and the fact that doing this in your D&D world, death has a very, very resonant, very permanent nature, and everything we do calculates like we live in life. You do everything you do. You look both ways when you cross the street to make sure you don't die. And that's how we live our lives in this world with the characters that we love to play. So thank you for giving us that latitude to explore and have fun within the constructs of everything that's going on. That's all you. So take credit for that. Thank you.
yeah, it's a joint process, man. Investment takes everybody. That's why this in particular, this group, I mean, if and when there's a second death, fuck.
When?
Don't
I
worry,
know.
it'll be mine.
Yeah, I mean, come on, the first one was already so much, but yeah, like, it's a group that really cares about each other. They've made significant growth. Like, they have people they want to see within the world. Like, you want to have one last conversation with Magdrin. You know, like,
Yeah, he does.
there's
Not Sirach, though.
Hey, you know what? Sirach had a great
He
character
did.
point.
Dude, that was amazing.
you like the
Bravo on that. That was
Double deuces in the air as he walked away.
So, by the way, the only reason Sirach had character turn was because of Emery, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Sirach Bane's entirely one-dimensional if Emery doesn't reject him. It was fucking beautiful. It was awesome. Like, it would have
Pushed
been
him down.
This is all your fault, Mudcat.
if Mudcat doesn't reject him, fuck, he remains one-dimensional. Like, I was like, this is great. It was awesome.
I mean,
The rest
Emery
of
just
us had
kind of
a
has
very
a
different reaction.
I mean,
Well, no, he's overbearing. He's overbearing, and then it's like some sort of weird, like, it was kind of a backhanded, gesture to you, and then like he awkwardly thought it was okay, and when he announced it out to the rest, you're like, fuck you, dude. Like, I'm not. You're like, you took offense to it. You're like, I'm not a lazy adventurer. I didn't put myself in this state. Like, it was
shoes look like
perfect.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he thought you epitomized that. That was beautifully done. Beautifully done. God, I was so happy with, because it gave him, like,
You don't for him.
I don't get
Like,
I don't
Emery,
get to,
like,
I don't get to have NPC growth like that. Quit that quickly. Oh man.
like Emery is like, because
Ivan's helping
he
us out.
can change shapes and he has a lot of identity issues. Like, he doesn't really like people assuming he's one thing or another,
Yeah.
because he
fair.
can choose to be whatever he wants to be.
You were the
You know,
tubby
that's-
hero to him.
That's for him to decide. So
Like,
it just pisses him off when people like think that they know who he is, because he doesn't know who he is.
You galvanized him, and then you realized that Sirach was a better bargainer than what you thought.
I wanted to kill him so bad.
Oh.
I had to hold myself back because that was me and not Emery. Well, it was also Emery, but it was like more me wanting to kill him
So
than
were
anything.
we? But it was still a great scene. The attempt, the overall attempt. Yeah. Oh man, it was good. It's a fucking great episode, man. Thank you guys for sticking around for it. Sorry for the late starts. Stanley Cup will be done soon, and
Maybe. I
the,
feel like this goes on forever, doesn't it?
Never.
no,
After
it
win
will
those 4
literally.
games?
If it goes to Game 6, it will literally go on till the moment that I get on a plane for E3.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
No, like
Damn.
literally, I'm probably going to work all the way into the night on Sunday before I get on an airplane
Wow.
on Monday at 6 a.m. So I'm probably gonna just hop on an airplane, just
Your
chicken
flight's
coated.
at 6. Damn, dude.
Hey,
I
just-
do it that
hey,
way because that's my natural, like, it's close to my bedtime. So
Just don't miss your fucking flight.
I don't. Don't worry.
I used
I
to
don't
do it.
miss my flights going there. I miss my flights when I book too early
Oh yeah.
on the way out.
I used to like, yeah, let's fly at 4, 5, 6 a.m. And now, like, right in the last year or so, I'm just like, fuck it, I'm gonna fly at noon.
Yeah, if I had the option, but if I fly at noon out of Cape, I end up at like 6 or 7 o'clock when
Right,
I'm
right.
there. So that would mean I need to stay like the whole like day earlier. So I'll just take this.
Mhm.
I'll just sleep on the airplane and do that on the way there. But my way back, I like 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock is like
Right.
my fly out. Like I can't book. I tried to book earlier and I failed miserably. I would have, but I ate this giant burger and I fell asleep. The burger is what.
The best part about me
Life.
rebooking my flight this week is that I was flying out at 6 on the 14th, 6 a.m. Now I'm flying out at like,
Oh, F that noise.
Way
Why
better.
would you do that to yourself?
it was the only option. It was
It was the
literally the
cheapest
only
option.
option.
Speaking of that, let's wave goodbye to the VOD.
Hey guys, love you.
Love you so much.
Deuces.
Be good to each other. We'll see you next week.